It's on now. There's no stopping it now.
So, welcome viewers. Thanks again for watching. I am RX Oliver and these are my friends, and tonight we're playing Paranoia RPG for the first time. First time playing it for me. First time playing it for most of us. I think first time
All
running
of us.
it. Yeah, not all of us. I think Max has played before.
Oh, right, cool.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the stream, Max. It was great fun last night.
Thank you.
Thank you. So yeah, for most of us, first time playing, first time running for Phil, first time on the channel. Very excited to play. Got some awesome players around me once again. I'm really looking forward to this. I will hand it over to friend computer for the evening, Mr. Phil.
Good evening. Good evening. So, well, without further ado, let's just kick off, shall we? So, you come to consciousness. You open your eyes, and although you've never been here before, you somehow know where it is. It's an infrared clearance, cloning, and briefing room for new citizens of Alpha Complex. White, tiled, clean, a bit chilly, and empty apart from the other people that stand here, and a neat line of uniforms hanging from pegs along one wall. Oh, and overabundance of security cameras around the room, which are here for your security, of course. As I say, so there's other people here, and like you, they are slightly damp, rather confused looking, and very, very naked. Well, quite naked. So, strategic locations on their bodies are hidden by a cloud of pixelization. And so, you realise as you glance down, are yours. Names float in the air above your heads, and they are, you can, at this point, please introduce yourselves. I'll go to, I guess we'll follow the cams, so that'll be Chris.
Yeah, so I'm Solomon. Yeah.
A bit of a physical description or anything else you'd like to add, that'll suffice for now. You, so because your memories are very lacking at the moment.
Oh, okay. So I'm Solomon. I'm quite nervous to be in this situation. I've got black hair and beady eyes, and I sweat an awful lot.
Okay. You'll also notice that each character has 3 personality keywords, which are critical to your characters. You should make every effort to portray those 3 traits, either whether they be negative or positive ones. And so, Chris got that.
Oh, me? Okay. Hi, I'm Max. I guess, and I look up and I guess I'm Norman. I have a very tan skin, black hair. Really confused where I'm at, and just kind of just quietly just kneel down a little bit, try to give myself at least a little decency, and kind of look around the room and get a better look at everybody else in here, and just kind of see where it goes.
And next it's Olga.
So I'm a lady. I have very short, dark hair, almost like a buzz cut, like a number 3, number 4, and I am saying no more than that.
Finally, Brew.
I am a beautifully dark complexioned goddess, short hair, not afraid to hide my bits like these others, and my name is Kathy, so...
Okay. A little bit of heatness. Okay, cool.
So, suddenly a panel, one of the panels in the walls slides open, and a huge monitor comes out from the panel, and as it flickers, the monitor flickers, you see a large eyeball, not unlike what you can see on the screen in front of you.
the name tag hovering above my head, is it like a hologram?
So you can see it. Can you see it? Yeah, actually, you probably can see it. If you look up, you can see it. You can see the name tags above everybody else's heads as well. Why that is, you don't really know at the moment.
And it's just right in the air, floating there.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna lean close to the eyeball and put my eyeball near it. Thinking that's what it wants.
Okay, kind of retracts a little bit so it can moves to one side, so it can see everybody. Greetings, new citizens. Welcome to your first day in Alpha Complex. Any previous days in Alpha Complex that you may recall are pseudo-memories uploaded to your brain lobes to aid orientation and minimize psychotic episodes in fresh clothes. As citizens of Alpha Complex, you are now valued members of our great community. You'll be given roles and tasks, some simple, some perilous.
Oh, no.
And your contributions will be rewarded. Suddenly, there is a distant explosion. And an alarm
Kinda like-
sound that
What
drowns
the hell?
out the voice of the computer. And as the explosion, you can feel the explosion rocks the room that you're in. And another thing, like I mentioned, in the room is also a little scrub bot, which is kind of like a suitcase-sized cleaning robot, and it's kind of just roaming around the floor, actually currently mopping up a dark pool of blood across the floor. And as it lazily moves around, spinning with its cleaning rotors beneath it, spinning around, creating like circular patterns in this pool of blood. You could swear for a moment it scrawls out the words, "Kill me," and then it cleans up the rest of the blood. And at that point, as the room's been shut by this explosion, there's a piece of syntacrete falls from the ceiling, lands straight on the robot, and it goes, and starts making this really sort of like broken whirring noise.
Alright. I'm gonna get some clothes.
Yeah, is there clothes anywhere?
So yeah, there's along one wall there is a line of pegs with clothes on. One set of clothes for each of you. It's a set of coveralls, like overalls, and the black.
Right, May runs and grabs some overalls and hides her
So
modesty.
you know these black overalls signify you as ultra infrared.
Ultra infrared.
Is it infrared or infrared? I've forgotten. So the lowest of the low. So you're the lowest. Signifies you're the lowest ranking citizens of Alpha Complex.
Okay, well I put my boiler suit on, cover up my modesty.
Yeah, I kind of just like, boot and stuff and just kind of zip up and kind of like stuff. Okay.
I look over at the
it's
naked woman
infrared.
and see if she's putting any clothes on.
Yeah, so it's infrared.
Boots and just walks around naked.
I'm covering my eyes from the horrifying scene that I've just seen and walking towards it, asking for someone to help guide so I can get dressed.
Once I'm dressed, I'll grab the boiler suit and throw it at Solomon then. The extra one.
Can I try to harvest the bot?
In what way?
Like if there's any like machine parts or things that I can utilize maybe as a weapon or a tool.
You could, I suppose. Yeah.
You grabbing weapons already?
What skills would you use for that? So I won't tell you what skills to use. You tell me what skills to use. So basically, you have got 4 attributes on your character sheet, which are brains, chutzpah, mechanics, and violence. So you select a skill, and an attribute and justify its use.
I would say engineer mechanics.
Engineer and mechanics. So if you click on engineer, it will bring up a little window where you can pair a stat with a skill, and then you've got a button that says roll node. So node is basically the dice pool. Oh. So you'll notice in the chat that friend computer saw that. So the one of the dice that you roll, there's always an additional dice which is called a computer dice. If that dice rolls a 6, it draws the attention of the computer. Oh, something happens. So. Citizen.
I'm trying.
Citizen Captain, what do you think you're doing?
Making use of my surroundings. You're testing us, yeah?
Citizen Captain, that Scoobot is a property of the Alpha Complex. It's not being to dismantle.
Are we property?
No, you are a free citizen of Alpha Complex.
So with freedom, I can't simply harvest some destroyed property?
You cannot.
Alright, I'll drop it and I'll put clothes on.
Well done, you citizen Cathy. Your my number one third person so far.
They're watching us.
Right, so the eyeballs that we track into the wall and the panel slide shut. And in the air, in front of you, you see...
Voice changer still on, by the way.
Sorry?
Voice changer still on.
Oh, sorry. I didn't remember about that. There we go, is that better?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, sorry about that. So, appearing in the air, you see these words. Please stand by.
I guess we should stand by.
I'm standing by, indeed. I don't know what to do here, I'm just standing by.
Is there anything for Solomon to grasp onto?
No, the walls, well, possibly apart from the only features that stand out from the walls are the pegs that your clothes were hanging from.
And do you think it'd be possible to rip one of them off the wall?
Well, are you asking? Yeah, are you asking me?
Does it look like it would come off if you pulled it hard?
You could certainly try it.
Just asking how it looks at the moment.
So you can see it's held on by screws by the look of it.
No, I'm not going to do anything. No, I'm going to stand by. Be a good citizen for now.
Then there's the words hanging in the air kind of flicker for a moment, and then it says, "The door. Please stand by. The door."
Okay. I'll hustle over to the door, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I creep towards it nervously.
I think that the explosion probably made it a little bit glitchy.
I'll follow suit and just kind of looking at the door, kind of like, tap on it.
Okay, so the door is there's no glass or anything. The door you can't see through. It's just a solid metal door. And as you're tapping on it, suddenly there's a hiss and a pop as the door slides open, and a woman comes in. She kind of looks at you, and pushes you out of the way. There's a name floating above her head that says Roz R HYT 2. So you know, Roz R is her name. The 3 letters HYT is the sector of Alpha Complex that where she comes from, and the final number, the number is what number clone she's on. So you have 6 clones. If you die, you will be immediately replaced by one of your clones, which will arrive with all its memories intact. If you lose your sixth clone, you are dead, completely gone.
Oh, we better not lose those 6 clones.
So her eyes are focused on something in front of her that you can't see, and she, like I say, she pushes you out of the way and walks into the room. And she's wearing a red jumpsuit that matches her bright red hair. And a memory that you've never accessed before tells you that she is a red level citizen. And you're infrared, which means she's one security level higher than you are, and she can tell you to do what she wants. Whatever she wants, she can tell you what to do. And she does. Are any of you not dressed at the moment?
I don't think so. I think we're all dressed.
Yeah, we're all got clothes on.
Yeah, you all put the overalls on. Yeah. Yeah. Well done, citizens. At least you got some level of competency. Just stand over there. Go, and she points over to the wall, to the left of the door.
I will comply.
I shrug and like, all right, just stand over by the wall.
I immediately do as I'm told.
I am a good citizen.
I'll follow suit.
Okay, like she takes a pen from behind her ear and writes something on a clipboard and tucks it under her arm again. There's Alpha Complex need you. We've just had a full-on terrorist attack on the lowest level of a nearby sector, and it's all hands to the pump. You don't need to know the rest of the briefing. It's not important. If you need to know anything, just look it up in the Alphapedia, which you can access through your cerebral cortex implant, which like taps the side of the head. Everyone's got their CC running, yes?
Yeah, I guess. With the
Yeah. Is there a button in Foundry for that?
I'm gonna focus really hard and try and activate it.
Were you poking your own head?
So everyone can see my name?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. So yeah, it's working then. So so the cerebral cortex that'll transport all information to your eyeball display. So great. Now we've established that's working. I should let you know that links you to Friend Computer. Information, directions, mission updates, XP points, holovids, all the rest, everything is beamed straight to your eyeball display. Anything else you need to know? So vocalize it. The computer can hear and see everything you can. So you don't need to describe anything. Computer already knows. Okay, so he checks her clipboard and then she, Friend Computer, can you dispense the required equipment, please? And a panel opens again. The eyeball pops out. So, Joe Ross, here you go. And a panel slides open, and a rack comes out, holding mops. One for each of you.
I grab a mop.
I comply. I'm getting them up.
That's good. Come on, grab the mops. You're working for technical services, and your first job is. She kind of looks around the room. See now. There, that scrub bot. Your first job is to get that scrub bot repaired. Escort it to the technical services depot down the corridor. Make sure nothing else happens to it. Don't screw it up. Alpha Complex needs a lot of scrubbing that right now. You'll get 10 XP points for each for this. So, good luck, citizens. And she checks the clipboard again, tucks it under her arm, and kind of marches off. The door opens, and she steps and she disappears outside, and the door shuts behind her.
So, do we have a bucket to mop up the parts into, or did we just get mops?
You just got mops.
Oh, okay. Is there anything around the room that we could use to put the parts into to carry them?
Nope.
Can I again try to salvage it?
Well, I'm gonna move that giant rock that landed on it, so I go over there and see if I can pick it up.
It's a good idea.
You're gonna pick up. So you want to try and so, Kathy, you want to try and salvage some parts from it, and Solomon. It's Solomon.
Yeah.
Norman.
Yeah, Norman.
Yeah, Norman.
You wanna try and pick it up? Pick the
Yeah, I'm
box
just
up?
trying to get it out. Like, it's like if we can. Well, there's a rock that fell on it and crushed it. And it's
Yes.
like, well, we gotta move it, so we might as well try to move the rock. So he just trying to picks it up and see if he can lift it up.
Okay. So what is Kathy doing? She's gonna do the same skill check to try and extract some parts from the bot.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I'm looking around for some way and thinking of some way that I could scoop up the parts into something. There's not a spare boiler suit or anything?
No, you're looking around. You do notice everybody's got pockets in their boiler suits.
Okay, so I start stuffing parts into my pockets.
Okay.
Is there any penalty, or am I?
No. Just make a roll. So you lift this piece of synthicrete off the bot, and it's as you do it starts moving. It's still functioning. There's this horrible sort of whining noise coming from its internal workings. It starts to slowly move across the floor, and as it does, you can hear this like really this grinding noise that sets your teeth on edge. And as it moves, you can see it's like it's tearing, cutting into the floor tiles.
Is there any way that we can like I say we probably is there any so is the wheels on the bottom of it, not on the top,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, on the bottom.
It
It looks a bit like a rumba.
Okay, so what I was gonna do is
Yeah, go on.
I was gonna stick the broom handle under it or the mop handle and flip it over to keep it from moving more and scratching up the tile, so I can just flip it over see if that works.
Okay, so yeah, you flip it over. That kind of more easily facilitates Kathy your attempts to remove parts from it.
I'm mopping up broken parts still.
And as you do, it's you like prise a panel off the bottom and start looking at digging around inside it, looking to see if there's anything that might be useful. And as you hear this bot, you hear a voice emanate from it. Oh, I can talk at last. It's like,
Who's there?
it's me, Scrubbot 1. Please,
Oh my God.
you've got to help me. So I was supposed to be installed in an express elevator. I was going up in the world, and down, and sometimes sideways.
Oh, you got demoted, my friend, really badly.
Superb.
Please, you've got to help me.
How would we help you?
Perhaps you could remove my AI chip and install it where it's supposed to be.
Okay.
Well, we're supposed to take you to get repaired, so
Yeah, I don't think this is a good idea. I think I'm gonna try to use my bureaucracy to try and convince everyone to do what we've been told to do.
On that note, I am chipping in on the conversation with Solomon, and I'm going to try to use my charm to the same effect, if that's possible.
Yeah. So whoever gets the most successes will be the successful one.
Is there a way I can counter that?
Yeah, if you want to use if you want to suggest another skill combination, yeah. So we have got Solomon's got 3 successes. Oh, but May has got 4. Is
Run the May.
Gonna,
Think
Oh,
about
wow.
it this way: if we just try and fix it ourselves, we could potentially get even more XP and move up.
I'm not sure about that because I think that maybe that's not the kind of repair that we need to do.
I think we should follow the letter of what computer tells us. I agree with Solomon. Continues picking up broken
cleaning
parts
up
and stuffing them
blood.
in pockets.
I'm mopping and doing
Kathy,
the same.
if we don't comply, maybe it'll be your blood next. So that's my train of thought here.
I got 5 more lives.
I'm hoping to hang on to all 6 of mine if I can help it.
Alright, since most of them are against us, I'll just not repair it.
Hey.
Well, I mean, they were taken to a repair bay anyways, I believe. So
She was
probably
trying to do
better
her own, she was trying to do her own little sneaky repair on it. She's at it. She's always at it.
So,
do we know which way we're going? Is there like a HUD screen where it's like, all right, you gotta go this way?
Yeah, do we know the way to the repair bay?
no.
Okay.
But there's only one way. There's only one way out of here.
Okay, should we go that way?
I can go out through the door, I guess. Walk through
Okay,
and
so
see
what are
if
you doing? What are you doing with the box? Are you going to carry it? Are you going to try and get it to where it can? It seems able to move under its own steam, although a little it kind of wanders.
I've got pockets full of broken parts in my boiler suit.
I mean, if it's flat on its back and it's like a round disc, you can probably just push it with your mop and just kind of.
Is it like a flipped over turtle when it's on its back?
Yeah,
Like, can't do
it's
shit.
at the moment. Yeah, it's kind of so the wheels are just spinning round.
Yeah,
and you
so
can
might as well
see.
just push it that way, so you don't have to worry about going out. You just see him like. Just push it with
Is
the
it-
mop.
Is it heavy?
It is heavy, yeah. Probably could. You'd struggle to carry it just for one person to carry it. Maybe 2 of you could carry it.
I don't mind picking it up.
Kathy, I think we should let the gentleman here do it. I mean, chivalry ain't dead, surely. Let the boys carry it.
Whatever. I mean, I guess I could try.
Whatever is the quickest way to get it there.
I can try and pick it up. I'm happy to get it there as quick as we can and get
Yeah,
this
I'm looking
over
at
and done
the
with.
mop. It's like, what am I gonna do? Is there like a belt loop on my thing, or is it just straight suit and there's no like little pockets or any like?
There's kind of like pockets to your like on your. There's like hip pockets and a couple of breast pockets, but other than that, no.
I could carry everyone's mop, and then you guys can carry the robot.
So
Or-
a panel opens in the ceiling and a monitor comes down right and put it right in front of the mayor's face. Citizen May, can you explain to me how you know what word chivalry and what it means?
Chivalry is the act of the masculine of the species acting in a way that is kind and courteous to the feminine of the species, holding doors open, allowing women to go first, doing the heavy lifting, these sorts of things. That's what chivalry is, or was.
And where did you come across this knowledge? Citizen May.
From reading books about times long ago when things were much better.
Oh, Citizen May?
Yes, I love to read.
Books are illegal, and possession of a book is treasonous. Do you own books, Citizen May?
No, I used to have a friend who used to retell me the stories of books that they had read, and I've heard them all second hand.
Citizen May, are you telling me that you had a friend who was a traitor?
That's why they are no longer a friend.
I think this might be one of those pre-implanted memories or something, right? Right.
I don't know what's going on.
So you can make a bluff check.
Oh, okay. Oh, I don't have a very good skill in this.
Bluff a computer.
Oh, no.
Oh dear.
Citizen Mick, you possess such knowledge is an act of treason against Alpha Complex and the computer. You will receive 1 traitor star.
I'm sorry, Alpha
You will
Computer.
conduct yourself in a more appropriate manner from now on.
I'm sorry,
Thank you
Alpha
for your
Computer.
cooperation. And the thing disappears. You got a traitor star. So you can mark it on your character sheet, and we shall mark it on the screen as well.
Where do I mark
Alright.
that? On my character
So
sheet?
my brain's going right now. It's like we're cloning. We're the first of our badge.
Where's that on the
Yeah,
character
we-
sheet, Phil?
It is good question.
Treason button?
No, that's for something for the other edition. You'll just have to keep track of it.
So I'll
it's
just-
on the sheet.
I've got notes here, so I'll just write down 1 treason star.
Yeah.
What? This is a treason button. We're gonna use one treason, right?
Yeah. So in the new edition, you have like trigger words that for treason and for violence. So if people use these triggers against you, then it causes you to act in a treasonous way or a violent way. But yeah, so that doesn't. We can just ignore that. So
First to get a treason star in the new system, boys. Don't know if that's good or bad, but let's go.
No.
You get it all over.
If you have so there's a ping, and you see a gold star appear above May's head. So all of you can see it, and it's May. You can see it to the kind of top right in your eyeball display. You can see it just here, just in front of your eye, kind of in there, like a HUD.
Like Grand
So-
Theft Auto.
So is it like 3 strikes you're out kind of deal? Is it like 3 strikes?
5.
Wow.
So, if you receive 1 traitor star, you are treated with suspicion.
Oh no.
3 traitor stars. Just check. Oh, treason stars, sorry. So, so 1 star is suspicious. 3 is borderline traitor. 4 is wanted for interrogation, and 5 is terminate on sight.
Oh my days. So I'm up 20% of the way to terminate on site.
Yeah, he's
For
gonna
saying that I'd
terminate-
read books, shit.
You gotta walk out of the room. You already got like 4 stars. I'm like, he just walked out of the room. What did he do? I don't know.
Just looking at my mop.
What if we take the
Island.
robot and use our mops like a stretcher, right? So 2 people have their 2 mops, one in each hand, and you put the robot on top of the mops. Carry it out like a stretcher.
I drop 1 mop next to the robot. I'm like, whoever wants to help me out with that, that's fine. I look at Solomon. You wanna help out?
I think I'm pretty strong. Yeah, let's go.
All right, just
Okay,
drop
so-
it next to it. We'll slide it on it.
May's picking up parts and putting them on there to try and look like a good citizen. I did not mean to be treacherous.
Okay, so you're putting the robot, the scrub bot on upside down, or you put it right way up
Put
the
that
right?
down because you don't want it to kind of like slide off and the wheel goes, makes it worse because it's better on his back right now.
Okay. So you can both roll a 6-sided dice. So when it's on its back, you can see the cleaning rotors on its underside, as well as the wheels. You can see its cleaning rotors. They're being shattered, and just these like sharp, barbed points like whizzing round. So you can just roll a 6-sided dice. You can just roll it from the dice roll at the bottom.
Okay.
I'm just saying, if we put that chip in the right way, maybe it'll stop doing this too.
We're not doing the chip.
I rolled a 2.
That's fine. And 1 for Solomon.
Oh,
Just the 1.
oops.
That's
two
okay.
ones.
They're both. Yeah, they're fine. So yeah, you managed to avoid like shredding your hands on these razor sharp wheels that are spinning round. Yep. So you pick it up, balance it between on these two mops, carrying it like a switch. What do you do?
Walking with them with my pockets full of parts.
Okay, so you're still in this room.
Alright, well, I guess if one of you ladies want to lead us out and get the door open for us, that might be very helpful.
Okay, so I've never heard of chivalry, so I'm holding the door open for the gentleman. Why did I mention that? I love when you've never played a game before and you've not read the rules.
Yeah. I guess I'll walk out first with the front of the mops and lead them out.
Okay.
You lead the way. I follow.
So what do I see as the doors open?
So, as the doors open, you see a wide hallway, and there's the sound of people going about their everyday business, like chatting and talking, like footsteps to walking down this corridor. So the corridor's white, completely white.
Alright, so
That white ceiling, white floor as well,
Yeah.
like an asylum.
So you're all going out?
Yeah.
Go on, sorry.
Do we, when we see these people, do we like know from what they're wearing, like what ranks and stuff they are as well?
So most of the people that you see walking past are wearing, they're all wearing similar coveralls, but most of them are wearing red ones. You see a few wearing green ones, but you don't see anybody else.
And red is one rank above us, right?
Yeah.
What, do we know what green is?
So green is the next rank above red.
Green is one more, right? Okay.
Yeah.
is there like with the HUD? I'm gonna call it the HUD. With the HUD display, is there gonna be like a line that shows where the repair bay is, or do we have to ask, or?
So as you step out into the hallway, the voice of computer is emitted from some hidden speakers somewhere. Congratulations on joining the Alpha Complex workforce, citizens. Please accept 1 XP point as a bonus. XP points can be spent on necessities or luxuries, including increasing your security level. Before you leave the briefing room, ask yourself the following 3 questions. 1. Do I have all my equipment with me? 2. Do I know where I'm going? 4. Do I know what to do when I get there? 6. Do any of the people around me look like mutants, terrorists, or other form of potential traitors? If the answer to any of these questions is no, or in some cases yes, then ask your missing briefing officer for clarification. Good luck with your mission, citizens.
Real quick, questions 3 and 5. What were those that we should be asking?
Can you repeat question 6, please?
If you're a mutant, I think that's what it is, a traitor's mutant or something.
Are you a traitorous mutant? Yeah.
I think that's what it was. I was like, but
But
like, I'm
when-
looking at it, I'm kind of like, is there? Am I counting wrong?
My notes are
When
comedy
you
for this
address the
game.
computer, if you want to address the computer, you begin your phrase with friend computer or computer.
Friend
I'm not-
computer. Can you repeat question 3?
So there's a Citizen Cafe. Oh. Citizen Cafe, thank you for your request. Your friend the computer has already answered that question.
Friend computer, would that be right if I thought that question 1 was, do I have the right equipment? Question 2 is, do I know where I'm going? Question 4 is, do I know what I'm doing when I'm getting there? And question 6 is, am I a traitorous mutant?
Citizen May, your friend the computer only issued you with 3 questions. That is 4 questions.
Friend computer.
Are you questioning your friend computer?
No, friend computer. I am a compliant citizen.
Shooting for 2 stars, eh?
She must have missed
Are
out.
you feeling well, Sister May?
A little lightheaded. I don't know. I perhaps Perhaps I'm a little under the weather, I'm not sure.
You just woke up though.
Are you happy, System Mate?
I'm-
Happiness is mandatory.
I'm very happy, friend computer. Thank you. Are you happy, friend computer?
Of course, System Mate.
I'd love to hear it, friend computer.
If you're having trouble with your happiness, we can dispense happiness pills to alleviate, to elevate your mood.
I thank you very kindly for the offer, friend computer, but I think my mood is good.
Ah, glad to hear it, System Mate. Is there anything else you require?
No, friend computer, thank you.
Right, there you go. Disappears back in the hole.
Okay. So, yeah, it's like, does anybody know where we're going? By the way, I'm kind of listening.
So at this point, a yellow arrow appears on your HUD. A big yellow arrow pointing down the corridor, but the arrow is so big that it almost completely obscures everything else. You can just about see, around the edges. You can see. So when people are almost walking past you, you can see them. But other than that, there's just a huge yellow arrow pointing down the corridor.
And is it at all transparent or opaque, or is it totally solid?
No, it's completely opaque. Yeah.
I'll take the charge and use my mop as like a blind stick.
Okay.
All right, so I guess I'll start walking forward. I'm like, excuse me, pardon me, and just walking.
Excuse us, citizens.
Sorry. Maintenance coming through.
Has everybody got their mops?
Yeah, I've got my mop.
Hey, we're holding them up.
I think the two guys are holding their mops as a stretcher, and me and Kathy have our mops, yeah.
Yep.
Very good. Okay. So you kind of almost blindly fumble your way along this corridor, occasionally bumping into people and like, watch it, infrared.
We're sorry, citizen.
Someone make some happiness pills.
And suddenly a siren starts to go off.
Do we hear another explosion, or it's just an alarm?
Just an alarm. And there's a large pop-up window appears in your display, completely obliterating the arrow and obscuring all your vision.
I stop. I'm not moving forward. I'm like just kind of tapping my foot, kind of like, all right. I feel a wall, so I'm like, all right, there's the wall. I'm gonna stand right there. So at least I have foot.
Okay, so this pop-up message that appears in front of you says, "Warning: you are in the proximity of a wanted terrorist. What's its name? They're not dead. Be careful. He may be after your mops."
Holds on to mop a bit tighter.
What's it not? Is that what it was?
What's his name? They're not dead.
That's an interesting name.
What's his name? They're not dead.
Yeah.
Ones that still are mobs. Like, okay. So is there any way like I can mentally think of like kind of pop out the little pop out, or is it still stuck there?
Yes. So you kind of. Like,
yeah, I'm just kind of like
really.
Yeah, I just kind of like say, is there a little X button? Kind of like, come on, is there, or just minimize it? Eek.
Like a little minimize, yeah.
You
Okay.
so you can. Well, you have a skill roll for that. Let's see, what would that be?
Because it's like I got a
So
skill.
that would probably be brains, but what would you use with brains?
There's this thing called Alpha Complex. I don't know what is that. It?
Yeah, that's kind of knowledge of the like the complex. Yeah. Hey, why not? You could go and try that. Yeah, why not?
Okay. Roll node. Oh, got
Okay.
6.
Yeah. Well done. So yeah, you doing like this, you are able to resize the arrow.
Oh, and I'm trying to figure out if I could do it with that. Let me do like the arrow.
Yeah,
All right, so
you can.
hey,
So doing like this, you can move the windows around and resize the arrow.
all right, so I let them know. Hey, if you guys do this, you can actually minimize the thing, and your arrows go smaller.
Oh.
And what it is that I have the pop up on one right side, and I have the little pointing arrow right there. So if I move my head, I see if the arrow moves around. Like if you're looking at like a little compass, and it's kind of going like this. So I'm kind
Okay,
of seeing.
so
Hold
so
your
as you,
mop while you're displaying this.
so as you do this and close and like minimize it or close it, it suddenly like springs back up again, and then it repeats the alert. Warning: there is a terrorist in your area. They may be after your mops. Be on the lookout for what's his name. They're not dead.
All right,
You close it again, and it like pops up again.
Yeah, but hey, at least I know I can do that. So I keep walking, and like all right, give me a second. Walking a little far, pops up, close it again.
Okay, what's
At least he
what's
can-
everybody else doing?
Following him because he at least half knows the way without.
Okay, so obviously you were carrying the scrub bot on the stretcher with the mop.
two mops. Yeah, like we're using one like a stretcher.
But
like,
you just went like that with your hand.
yeah, so it's like like when you blink your eye. So I kind of figured out if I can blink my eye, it will shrink its size and I can see it.
No, it's when you use your fingers.
Yeah. So like
Like
I'm in like holding my in like this right here in my arms. So I'm kind of like
Oh, so we've got the mops here. on
yeah.
the
So
shoulders.
I'm like so it's like in the hook of my arms right there, so I can hold it like this with my like that. Then I kind of just
Rolls a d6 then.
okay. A 6.
Okay, yeah, no problem. No problem. So anyway, like I say, you keep doing this and resizing it. No matter what you do, this pop-up just keeps reappearing obscure and like blocking most of your vision. And as you're fiddling about doing this and trying to make your way down the corridor, around the edges of this pop-up, you suddenly spot a man in a black uniform, much like yours, sprinting down the corridor towards you. So the brief glimpses you all get of him, he looks absolutely terrified, and you can see 5 gold stars above his head.
I tackle him.
Friend computer.
I try to tackle him.
The thing. Report the person.
Trip him with my mop. Stick it in between his legs.
Oh, or to hit him in the crotch. Mop to the crotch.
No, I'm not a brute. I'm just gonna stick it in between his legs and trip him.
Oh, you spirit. Spirit and click.
Okay, so you're gonna report call computer. You two are gonna like try and trip him with your mops, are you?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm gonna try and trip him with
Oh,
my
you're
mop.
gonna like
Yeah.
yeah. And how about Kathy?
Kind of like I'm kind of like
Oh yeah, what are you gonna do? Yeah, because you're scratching.
yeah. So I was like, I move. If I know she was gonna do that, I'll move to the side and let her run down the hallway and attack that guy if she wants to. I'm like, all right, go right ahead.
Spearing him between the legs with the. I don't mean between the legs as in in the
Sorry?
nuts.
You said he looks scared.
Yeah, he looks absolutely terrified.
Yeah. When I say hit him between the legs, I don't mean hit him between the legs like that, like a nut shot. What I mean is put it like a nutmeg between his legs so that it trips him up. You know, like put it between the spokes of a wheel, putting it between his legs like that.
Yeah, so it's like legs.
Yeah, like that. I don't mean hit him in the nuts.
Okay. Is anybody else doing anything? Is Kathy doing anything?
I will assist in restraining him.
Okay. So, if you're attempting to restrain, you can make a violence plus a melee check.
Violence. Let's go. Where's that?
Click on melee, and you'll need a total of 3 successes between you. Oh?
No.
You just needed one.
There's no pushed rolls here, is there?
No. You're not very good at violence. I think.
Big sad.
All right.
I want to call computer and report the terrorist.
Okay.
Bring computer
Right.
help.
So, several things kind of happen at once.
Uh-oh.
So, what's his name? Somehow manages to trip, even despite the fact that you failed to like jam your mop between his legs to strip. Somehow, in his attempts to avoid it, he trips over the mop, and as he does, your mop. So you can let's see who's mop handle actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, mate, your mop handle is snapped in two as he trips over the mop, and he face plants into the scrub bot.
Yes.
Straight in, face first, into all the rotors, and there's just this horrible grinding noise, and blood sprays everywhere, up all over Norman and Solomon, and all over the floor, and a few other citizens like, whoa! Jumping back out of the way.
Oh.
Like I didn't have enough problems seeing anyways.
Sorry?
I know I was jokingly saying I didn't have enough problems seeing anyways.
Fred Computer, I told you I wasn't no traitor.
So, as he stops twitching, the alarm, the sirens stop,
Oh, thank God I can see now.
and the pop-up drops down, and everybody around you just stops and stands there looking at you all. The Waz's name is very dead, and it's all your fault. You hear the stomping of booted feet running down the corridor, and a squad of red uniformed troubleshooters comes running around the corner, resplendent in their red armor, their red laser pistols in their hands, and they halt by the faceless corpse that's lying on the floor in this pool of blood. And the leader fixes you with one metallic eye. And which one of you is responsible for this?
I caught the traitor, sir. I caught the terrorist traitor.
I'm gonna start mopping the blood.
I know. Yeah, it's like you. I was like, not broken. You kind of like put it together. I'm like, no, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it.
So meanwhile, you've called out like Friend Computer. Friend Computer appears like a huge TV panel appears in the hallway above, in the roof of the hallway above you, and there's an giant, massive eye about 20 feet across, staring down at you, watching proceedings. And the troubleshooter, leader of the troubleshooter, Friend Computer, I'm arresting this infrared working party for the unauthorized termination of the notorious fleeing terrorist known as what's his name? Computer responds, congratulations! Infrared Working Party, you have aided Alpha Complex with your selfless act and quick thinking. One less terrorist is one more reason to sleep well tonight. Each of you receives 500 XP points immediately. This is enough to raise each of you to red level. Well done!
Okay, so we got 501 now?
Hey!
Yeah, like, so my brain's kind of like, wait a minute, we get rewarded for killing this guy, but these guys are coming to arrest us because we killed the guy. I'm like,
It was unauthorized. We didn't mean to kill him, we were trying to capture him. We'll explain that when we get to court. Surely.
So the red troubleshooters, they're like, yes, well done.
So we're red clearance now?
You are.
Check us
oh,
out.
we get new uniforms? They're like, it's like,
We better go
well,
get our new uniforms. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm like covered in blood now. They're kind of soaked in red. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I just roll in the blood.
So the screen above you like fades and the computer, the eye vanishes. And then a panel at the side opens and a metal rod extends with an eyeball on the end, looking at each of you and says, however, sensory feedback indicates destruction of valuable Alpha Complex equipment, specifically a revised standard mop, and it looks directly at me. Infrared Working Party, Each of you has 5 XP points deducted as a lesson in taking care of valuable items that you are responsible for. In recognition of your abilities, you are being reassigned to a new mission where there will be less chance of damaging equipment and more chance of health. Await new briefings. Thank you for your cooperation. So your XP level drop, you see like this bar on your HUD, and you drop below the requirement for red level by 5 points.
So we're at 496, so we're below it by 4.
Yeah.
Ah, back to
We still
black.
have the voice filter on.
Sorry, what was that?
You have the voice thing on still.
Oh.
But you can always hotkey it if you want. There's a hotkey you can always.
Yeah, I've got it on set. I've got it set on a hotkey. I get to press it.
Alright, so like with this going on, so it's like we didn't get arrested because we get a higher citizenship, but because of what happened with the mob, we went down. I'm kind of looking at the guys and see how they react now.
I'm looking down at the ground like, I didn't mean to break them up, but come on, we caught the I caught the terrorists.
Gotta be more careful.
Alright, so it said we were reassigned. Are we not currently still doing what we're doing? Did friend computer give us something else to do, or did it just disappear?
So currently, yeah, you've been reassigned to a new mission.
So we don't have to take this thing in for repair anymore.
So yeah, she said. Computer said, you've been reassigned to a new mission where there'll be less chance of damaging equipment. So await new briefing details.
Okay, so I look at Solomon and like, hey, let's put the thing down. It's like we're not taking this back anymore. And just set it back down and get my mop back.
I comply and just utter shock. I'm glad that we're not red level with higher peril.
But so what about the troubleshooters? Are they still there watching us, or do they head off?
Yeah, they kind of like turn like they're muttering amongst themselves and glaring at you. They head off down the corridor, and everybody else sort of turns and just goes back to normal. Gets on with the daily.
Well, I look at Cassie. It's like, well, I kind of like lean my head over to her. It's like, if you want to take it, you might as well take it now because you don't have to worry about taking it back there.
Start mopping up blood with my half a mop.
Yeah, it's like you just take the AI with it.
Yeah, I will try and swap that AI around now.
Okay. Yeah, give us a. What skills are you going to use?
Engineer mechanics again.
Go ahead then. Okay. So it's a little bit of a difficult task. So you've not quite done it. You'll need 3 successes, but you can sort of build them up.
I could try to help her. I mean, I think I got mechanics on it. No, I can't. I got an engineering. Is that what works?
You can try it. What you gonna? So yeah.
I've got nothing in
how
engineering.
How are you gonna use engineering to do that?
I've got 2 in programming. Would that help?
You can. If you want to use those things, you tell me how you're gonna use them, and you can go ahead and use them.
I mean,
engineering, I would think probably figure out to see if there's like the way how it got destroyed. See if there's a way to safely take the plate off, like like the bottom plate of it, so her easy to get access to the AI little program thing.
and I think programming is, once you're in the programming, you need to check that and make sure that that's going to work when the AI's switched over to the new place. So can I use my programming skill to assist in
One
rebuilding this?
of you can assist. Oh wow.
Ooh.
Okay. So yeah, you managed to remove, between you and Kathy, you managed to remove this chip. This AI chip.
I hand it to her. It's like, here you go.
So, just as you're pulling it out, there's a panel in the wall, opens up, and another scrub bot emerges, but it's about 5 times the size. This huge thing. It stands taller than you, and it kind of moves over to where the scrub bot is, and where the body of what's his name is lying on the floor. And this panel opens up, and these arms come out with with suction tubes and these blades, and it just moves forward till it just cutting up and chopping up the remains of the scrub bot and the body, and as it cuts them up, it's sort of.
So I'm going to at this point take all the broken parts out of my pockets and throw it into the suction tubes of the bigger scrub bot then, because this is part of the thing that's cleaning up, and I had them in my pocket.
Okay, right. So it greedily comes towards you, raise the tube and vacuums them up.
So I kind of just lean against the wall, kind of waiting for information. So is there do we know the time? Is there like a timer? Is there a clock or anything, or we don't know the sense of time?
No.
Okay. So right.
Do we see any more doors, or just the door that we came from?
So you can see several doors up on alternating sides at the full length of the corridor, and at this point, one of those doors opens, and out comes Roz, carrying her clipboard, and she comes stomping towards you with a rather annoyed look on her face.
Yeah, I can say she's probably not happy with us.
Says, I suppose you think you're clever. The sector's in crisis, and you go around interrupting the work of troubleshooters. I'm not impressed. Plus, you're being reassigned, effective immediately. It says here that you have to go to Sector Hoy, where you must find a plug, unplug it, and plug it back in again. Don't ask me the details. Don't ask me questions. I know as much as you do. Cerebral cortex will guide you there. Keep hold of your mops. Be sure to keep hold of your mop. And this is a 150 XP point mission. And what's this here? Oh, great. Apparently I'm coming with you.
Alright, so would you be the one to lead on, or would it be one of us to lead on?
I'll keep a hold of my broken mop, I guess.
Because like she's higher rank, so he's just.
So another arrow appears on your hood, pointing later. Just follow the cerebral cortex. It'll take you to where we need to go. First,
Right.
First drop off is production and logistics commissary. We've been assigned equipment for the new mission.
Okay, I guess we'll lead that way. I'll follow. Alright, let's go.
Can I hush
Okay.
hush kind of talk to her?
Can you what? Sorry.
Can I quietly talk to her?
Yes. Also, that's a good point. So you can, if you want to have secret discussions with each other, talk to each other in private, you can do that as well, amongst yourselves. But the only condition being that the computer is in on that discussion.
Never mind.
So if you want to have secret conversations amongst yourself, you can do. Whether you want to do that through Discord or if you want to do it through Whisper, using the Whisper command in Foundry, is entirely up to you. But like I say, the only condition is that I am privy to those conversations. If I am not, or I suspect that you are not, you are conducting illicit conversations without me present, then you will receive trade stars.
I won't secretly talk to her, but I will openly talk to her and say, "How is your mood today?"
Right, so look at you suspiciously. My mood is good, Citizen Kathy. Happiness is mandatory.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm glad that you're doing good. Is there anything that would cause us to not do good?
you do your job and do as the computer says, everything will go fine.
Yes.
Computer
yes.
is in just what wishes to ensure your happiness.
And what is your job? It seems like you're tasked with giving tasks.
That is my job. Today, my job is to supervise you four to make sure that you complete the task that has been assigned to you. And currently, that task is that we shall be attending the production, logistics, and commissary to pick up our assigned pieces of equipment.
Ross,
Have you got any more questions, citizen?
I have a question, Ross. You don't think we would be able to repair this mop somewhere, do you? Holds out a broken mop.
We are going to the production, logistics, and commissary, where we will be given our allotted pieces of equipment. If you have any other questions, I suggest you consult the Alphapedia.
If
And
you
you
want,
can
you can have
access
my
your
mop.
Alphapedia via your central cortex. Sorry, go on.
If you'd like, May, you can have my mop, and I'll take yours.
Okay, so before I disappear for a second, yeah, I'll do that. I'll swap mops with Solomon then. I'll be back in 1 second.
So, are you following along? Following
Yes,
the
I'm
arrows?
actually. I'm walking. I'm already walking ahead. Just kind of like, all right, let's go.
We're walking together. Let's do this, team.
Okay. As you
Alright.
walk along, a little pop-up appears in Kathy's window. A reminder that she can request happiness pills if she feels a mood is slipping.
Bit of buzz.
Pop, pop, pop.
Right. It reminds you that you can request happiness pills from your mission supervisor. Okay. So production, logistics, and commissary turns out to be next door to the technical services department who you were supposed to deliver the scrub bot to. So PLC, your cerebral cortex reminds you, is where you get mission critical equipment. Inside, there is a bored-looking technician who looks up at you. Infrared work party, the Sector Hoy.
Sector Hoy, yeah.
We're there. So the technician gets up from his seat and goes to some racks and starts pulling some equipment off and checking the clipboard that Ross hands him, ticking things off on the checklist. Crowbar, no, issued the last of one of those an hour ago. Breathing apparatus, no, we're out of those. Jetpacks, and he gives Ross a long, kind of suffering look. Forget it. Scrub bot. Now, we were supposed to be having one come through from technical services, but there seems to be some kind of hitch with that. I don't know quite what's happened there. There's but you've got mops though. That'll do. You'll be fine. And he hands the clipboard back to Ross. Says, "Sign here." And so Ross signs this requisition form. Sighs. Takes the equipment that have been passed over. She takes a megaphone. On the counter in front of you is a grapple gun, some body armor, and a medikit. So she looks to each of you and says, "Let's see. I shall assign the grapple gun to Kathy," and she gives Kathy the grapple gun.
Thank you.
May, you can have the body armor.
Thank you.
And Norman, you can have the medikit.
Okay, is it just like a little med kit? Is there anything to hold it, or is it just a box and nothing I can put it in?
So I shall give you. Let me just I'll give them to your character.
Okay. Because it's a box. It's like, is it? Do I have to hold it, or am I given a satchel with it, or is it just?
It's kind of like in like a satchel. Yeah, it all zips up and you can open it up and it's all the things dispensed.
Oh,
You
okay,
also-
that's what. I was like, all right, clip.
So keep getting the character names. So which character is yours, Matt?
Norman.
Norman. Radio. So I'll give you the medikit. So you on your character sheet, you should be able to see the medikit. It explains how it works. And Kathy, we said you were getting the grapple gun, was it?
Yep.
One grapple gun. And May, you get the armor.
Body armor.
The body armor. There we go. You got the body armor.
Thank you. Oh, I see it on my sheet. Oh, it's got a picture and everything. That's cool.
Yeah. And Norman.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Solomon. You get nothing.
That's fine with me.
It's a
Kind of looks at your mop. Looks a bit puzzling. You don't deserve any equipment if you can't look after your own equipment. If you can't look after that map.
May's like, I got a good mom. He has a bad mom now. Alright.
I take one for the team, keep my mouth shut, and claim that it's my mop.
Okay. So on these pieces of equipment, you can use them in combat and things like. So the body armor, for instance, it says it's large. That's kind of what it is for carrying. But you don't need to worry about that for this adventure. So it says it's large and it's level 2. So that basically means it will absorb 2 points of damage before it is destroyed. It also, while you're wearing it, it also gives you a -2 penalty on checks with athletics.
Yep.
Okay. So Ross waits while you put the armor on, of course. So
Yeah,
you will
doing
have
it
to apply that penalty when you do an athletic check. If you do an athletic check.
Okay.
Let's see what other things have other people got. So Kathy, you have got the grapple gun. So this has got something called an action order. So the action order is basically initiative value in like combat and things. So your action order is your mechanics, whatever your rating is in mechanics, +2 from the grapple gun. So your mechanics is 1. So that would make your action order when using the grapple gun 3. Okay, and it can be used for other things as well as it can be used outside combat as well. So it's if you use it in combat, it's a level 1 weapon. So that basically means it will do 1 point of damage. Additional successes give you more damage. But it also means that if you use it in combat, as on a successful hit, that also means you are now attached to your target.
Bring back memories from last Saturday.
Yep.
The medikit, similar kind of thing. It's it gives you action orders, so you can use it in combat, and so you can basically make a brains plus science check to use it, and it can be used 3 times, and it will reduce your wound level by 1.
At this time, can I ask the friend computer for a replacement mop by spending XP points?
Oh.
Ooh, indeed. Can you spend XP points to do things like that?
You can.
Check you out, Chris.
I was using my cerebral cortex to read the Alphapedia.
Yes, so the Alphapedia, so if you look, you have actually got an Alphapedia. in the journal tab, there is Alphapedia, which is basically the player's manual.
Yeah, there it is.
Finally found the word.
Oh.
I would have to load it up. I'm not going to do that for the sake of the stream.
Friend Computer informs you that unfortunately, equipment acquisition is limited to those of red clearance and height.
That's
In this
true.
situation, you are only allowed to use the equipment that Friend Computer has kindly granted to you.
And we're like, we need to be
Thank you,
5 and
computer.
we're like 4.96, eh?
Sorry?
We need to be like level 5 and we're level 4.96 basically,
Yes.
eh?
Yeah. You need to be level red clearance level,
That's crazy.
and then you get access to being able to do things like that. At the moment, most infrareds just work are kind of nobodies, and they tend to work in like factory jobs on production lines, and they're probably about 90% at least of infrareds are constantly sedated. So you are a lucky citizens. You are only mildly sedated, so you can carry out the missions that the computer kindly allocates to you.
I sure feel lucky.
So, with your equipment assigned, the directional arrow on your HUD changes. It informs you it is leading you to Sector Hoy via express elevator. So,
I guess we.
unless, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I'd say that's. I'd start hitting that way now. I'm like, all right. I guess
Yep.
better ride. Okay. Is it going up or is it going down?
Oh, you don't know yet.
I'm heading to the express elevator, yeah. I was just making notes. I've wrote loads of notes for this game, and they were an absolute riot, by the way.
So you just following the directions that's being laid out for you.
Follow the arrow that's
Okay.
filling up most of my vision.
Okay. Right. So Sector Hoy is not very close. So following the directions on your heads up, Roz leads you to a bank of turbo elevators and punches in your destination. The doors close behind you, and the elevator drops 2 floors, then changes its mind, goes briefly sideways, and then goes up. Ross kind of like looks, gives you a sideways look, says, it's meant to do that. Oh, at least it does that. And the lift goes, I resent that.
I'll say thanks for the lift. Lift.
I resent that, Citizen Ross. I do not just do that. So I'm in this dead-end job in a lift. I was supposed to be assigned to the fizzy bubble drink machine in PKY sector. And instead, I'm here going up and down, left, right, and centre, transporting you ungrateful citizens to wherever you need to be.
So she's having an argument with the elevator.
And Ross goes, oh God, no, not this again. And the... Go on.
No, never mind. This lady's with us now.
Can I try and charm the elevator and tell it that it's amazing at its job, and I bet that it would make the best shakes ever, but it's performing optimally?
You can indeed. And what skills are you going to use that? So you can use charm and...
Cuspa?
Yeah,
Uh,
which I believe...
I can't remember what it was.
Okay.
Okay. Right, yeah, so you...
Good spot.
So the AI in the lift just kind of drones on, starts going on and on and on. And you see your fellow workmates getting... It's just grinding down. It's just the conversation is just depressing till you manage to distract it and save everybody from losing some sanity, some moxie, which is essentially your sanity rating. It keeps it. It's your rating, your ability to like keep functioning, to like stop yourself from going crazy.
Nice one.
So yeah, if you hadn't defused that situation, they would have essentially just like bored you to the point that you just start to lose it, and you would all lost a point of moxie. So moxie is also a resource that you can spend to gain extra dice on a check.
Oh, okay. So you can use like your willpower, like your brain power.
Yeah. So yeah, it basically adds a bonus dice to a check. But if you lose all of your moxie, then you go insane.
Is that probably what happened with the one fellow that was coming to supposedly attack us?
And I read
What's his name?
Wikipedia, and if you'd like to know, if you spend 50 XP points, you can get a moxie back.
Can indeed.
Okay.
Unfortunately, infrareds are not allowed to spend XP.
Oh.
Well, so, all right. So what a question is that if we spend the XP right and we get below the rank, do we go back below rank? So if your rank of this much, like 500
No,
XP,
I think it kind of resets to a level. So you can't spend XP to like D rank, lower your rank.
Okay.
But as I say, you are not entitled to spend XP because you are not of a high enough security clearance at the moment.
By far.
I know how to permanently fix this elevator.
Oh, what's she gonna do now?
Well, that scrubbot was talking about his dream job was going up and down
That's
and
right.
side to side. Maybe this AI just needs to find its home in a busy pop drink area.
So you're gonna swap them out?
Ross, what's your mood like?
Why do you ask, Citizen Cathy? Well, what's the problem?
What if I had a way to make this elevator not so drab all the time? Would that make your mood better?
What will make my mood better is to complete this mission, and so I can go home and get out. The first step to that is getting out of this elevator.
Don't you want to rank up too, though?
Indeed, I do. If you want the answer to any other questions, I suggest you consult the Alvapedia.
Damn it!
Well, you want me to search? Ross? No. That's not in there. Oh, no.
Is there a way to spend XP to make her look a different way? Like,
Unfortunately, you are not a high enough security level to spend experience points.
damn it!
Can I use bureaucracy to convince us all as a team that we would benefit from the lift being a lift that wants to lift and move in the directions that it wants to go?
Why not? Okay.
One success.
So yeah, you make a. I don't know. Well, you tell us. Well, what if you got a success? So how do you successfully convince everybody of this?
Well, this will work in everyone's benefit. We'll get the job done a lot quicker. We'll get there, and at the end of the day, it's all about being a team and everyone here in Alpha getting on well and leveling up together.
Looks up at the badge above his head and says, "Yes, you're right, Solomon."
Whatever. I just want to get this done.
I agree with you, Solomon. I think you're right.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to swap the AI.
Okay, so let's see. What skill check are you going to use?
The only one. I mean, I can try stealth, but I mean, I would think it would be mechanics still. So, engineer.
So brains, mate. So what? Brains and something or
Science.
Science. So it's got to be an ability and a skill.
Yeah, so brains and science.
Brains and science, yeah, why not? Sounds all right. Sounds good.
Let's go, Cafe.
Science.
Hey.
Hey, got a success.
Okay, so yeah, you kind of successfully exchange chip. It's quite a simple job actually. Once you remove the panel, and the AI from the Scribbot is eternally grateful and offers to give you premium service anytime you want to use this express elevator. Meanwhile, Rose says, "Computer," and a little panel appears and like computes there. Yes, Ross? I would just like to inform you, computer, that this infrared citizen Kathy has just unauthorized access to the AI on this elevator. Really, boss? That's a treasonous. That's a treasonous. Is this true, Kathy? Citizen Kathy?
You should ask the elevator how the elevator feels about this.
My records say to show that you have indeed tampered with this elevator. That is a treasonous act. What have you got to say for yourself, Citizen Kathy?
Is it treason when we're improving the efficiency of an elevator that was not efficient from the first place?
And how do you understand convince the computer that? That will require 2 successes of whatever skill set you decide to
Can I
make.
intimidate a computer?
Still got the voice on,
You
Phil.
want to try and intimidate the computer?
Like I said, you will once in America.
You want to try and intimidate the computer?
Yes.
Come on.
There you go.
Wow.
Go, Cafe.
Wow.
We're
666,
going to unplug something.
baby.
You better watch out, computer.
Citizen Kathy, your act of treason is reprehensible. Please immediately report to a termination booth.
Shit.
Can I try
And
to
like
charm?
5 stars appear above Citizen Kathy's head.
It's straight up Grand Theft Auto right now.
Yeah. You've got the helicopters.
Probably got a troubleshooter coming after you, but I.
Line manager.
But computer, congrats. You can get 30 experience points for bringing this to my attention. Have a good day.
Remember the stars on the overlay, Phil?
Oh yes, thank you very much.
Well, I mean, you can technically spend experience now if you want to. You're red level now.
No, that was Roz that leveled up. That was Roz that got XP,
Roz
not
got
us.
experience.
Oh, okay. I was like,
You got experience for grassing her up.
Kathy, what have you done? I did
So
not
I
agree to
think
you doing that.
If I'm gonna die anyway.
well, your first life. It's like a video game. He lost 1 life. He still got 5 more.
In the game though, do I actually come back, or is it like?
No, yeah, you come back. You come back, yeah.
But this is what do you want to do at this current life?
So anyway,
I guess
you
we
kind
got
of
it.
all. So Ross looking a little bit uncomfortable, like just a point kind of. Right.
He's looking at one of us to do something about that.
And he keeps kind of nodding towards Kathy. Listen, Kathy is now a wanted terrorist and requires immediate execution.
Well, I mean, Solomon technically has a broken mop, so.
I can't do anything with the broken mop. Dude, and I just car into the corner and start crying.
It's elevator music, though.
Okay, talking of the elevator, the ride has been going on for quite a long time now. And it's no longer possible to tell if the elevator's even moving anymore, or if it's just standing still and vibrating.
Elevator, can you take us where we need to go?
Just gonna escort Kathy to the execution chamber. You see that?
Well, we'll be right there, don't worry. I promise you executive service for getting me to where I needed to be. Right, and the lift suddenly comes to a stop. But the doors don't open.
Elevator, open doors, please.
Substance in proximity to the doors may cause inconvenience to the occupant.
I push Cassie against the wall of the door.
I hold my breath.
Friend computer, is there any way that we can get off at a different level and allow Kathy to continue to the
Termination booth.
termination booth?
Participant, you're being assigned a mission. To deviate from the mission will be treasonous.
I understand, computer. Thank you.
Alright, so where we stopped at, there is something on the door, and it's saying it's something bad.
So if the doors are open, you can't see through the doors. It just the lift is just telling you that there is, what was its exact words? A substance in proximity to the doors may cause inconvenience for the occupants.
Stays away from the doors.
Sorry?
I stay away from the doors.
Okay. So are you still... Okay, so there's only...
Looks at Kathy.
So there's only one button in the elevator. Well, it's all normally voice activated, but there is one button that's like for opening the doors.
I'm held up against the door and I'm holding my breath in case it's like gas or something. So.
I'm not pressing the button.
I remember that they were saying something about gas mask, and they're like, "Oh, we don't have any gas mask." I was like,
I'm gonna use bureaucracy to create a vote in here on who is going to press the button while I throw Kathy into the substance.
Go ahead.
Ha!
"No successes."
Get wrecked.
So what's everybody's responses to that?
I go in and I press the button.
Okay, right, you press the button. And
I throw
the
Kathy, can I?
I'm gonna use athletics to try and stop him pressing the button.
Okay. So yeah, make an athletics check then. Oh, right, okay. Did you get any success? You got one success. Okay, right. So you grab his hand, stop and press the button, and a little panel opens, and an eye pops out on the stalk. There's greetings, systems. Is there a problem?
Yes, friend computer. I'm trying to open a button for us to continue on our mission. May has stopped me from completing beginning of the mission.
Is this true, System May?
I slipped. It was an accident, friend computer.
One moment while I check my video record. It seems, System May, that that is incorrect. You will receive 1 traitor star. Please continue with your mission, systems.
So press the button.
I want to throw Kathy out there.
Okay. Right. So you press the button. As you press the button, a little panel flips open, and there's another button inside. It says, "Open emergency door button."
Press it again.
Okay, press it again, and the doors kind of shudder and slide open, and you grab Kathy and shove her towards, go to shove her out the door, and just slam her straight into the wall. Because as the doors open, it's about you're about a meter below the floor, or it's like about a meter up.
So it's like, okay, it's a meter up.
So the elevator's like halfway up to the floor. It's not quite there.
Yeah.
Right,
So you can just, it's kind of like yeah. So it's like.
So you just shoved her into a shelf, a backlight shelf.
So as the doors open through the gap, you can see the elevator has stopped about a meter below the red carpeted floor level. Oh, hold on a minute. The floor's moving. And in slow motion, a wave of viscous red fluid cascades into the elevator compartment, covering you up to your waist. It smells of strawberries. Outside, you can see a huge lobby area with massive wide open lobby area with loads of corridors leading off, and there's glass balconies of different, so we can see up to different other floors and levels. And right outside this lobby is awash with this red substance. And the guiding arrow on your hood appears to be pointing straight ahead, straight across the lobby. And it says your destination is sector K15. Outside, stood up to their waist in this red strawberry substance, is a team of red troubleshooters. Citizen Kathy, we are here to apprehend you and escort you to the nearest termination booth.
We're still partially can they get in here?
Goodbye, Citizen
Well,
Kathy.
they could if they really wanted to, I suppose, but
You resisting arrest?
No. I'll comply with getting killed once.
Yeah, that was a good idea because I just read Alphapedia.
Can I stealthily put the elevator AI chip in by his jumpsuit or something?
Why not? So what would that be then? So,
Actually, I'm gonna put it in Norman's because he's been holding me.
Okay, so that's gonna be stealth and
Cutspa.
Go ahead.
One
success, yeah. Slip it into his pocket. And so as the troubleshooters, they're fed up with your delaying tactics, and so you just shove that into his pocket, and then they just haul you out of the lift, out of the elevator, and march you to a booth just to the side of the lobby where they press the button. They're like, step inside, system.
I step inside.
Okay.
Have a
They
smiley
also
day.
you experience intense pain, but only briefly. And you are no more.
Okay, I guess the rest of us should probably get out of the elevator.
Okay. You clambering out the elevator then?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're clambering out of the elevator. The troubleshooters, they wander off and they're sloshing through this substance, this strawberry substance. It's like the consistency of chocolate sauce. It's really thick. It's really kind of hard going, and you can see people around trying to go about their daily business and trying to ignore this substance, trying to pretend, carrying on as if it's not there.
Well,
Then
see,
there's a panel in the roof opens, and a tube appears. And Kathy, floor number 2, appears, lands with a splat in the strawberry substance.
Welcome back, Citizen Cafe.
welcome back.
So you have Kathy has full memory of everything as well.
Thanks
Kathy.
so much, friends.
I tried to save you.
Thanks so much, friends.
Does she still have 5 stars, Phil?
No,
Go back-
so
or
that is
reset back
reset.
to
It is
zero.
reset. Yeah, it's reset to 0.
Yeah.
That's the bonus.
Man, you have 2 though.
I still have 2, yeah.
Kathy, I'm so proud of you not being a traitor now.
Out of character, I probably should have killed Ross.
You've got 5 more chances.
Do I still have my grappling gun and everything on this new body?
Yep, that's reassigned to you.
I hop in the elevator, or is this our destination?
Yeah,
Oh,
this
no,
is
we
your
hopped out the
destination. Yeah.
elevator.
Yeah.
Sneak, you come out.
Yeah, so you've got there's the directional arrow pointing you across this lobby to what says your destination is Sector K15.
Alright, so we hit that way, I guess? Like, I walk and follow it, and I'm like,
Okay. So you're just heading off on foot?
yeah.
Yep.
I guess I'm making a Congo line.
With my immaculate mop.
Okay, so you're wading through it. Like I said, this stuff is like you're waist deep in this stuff, and it's really sort of slow going, really tiring work, making your way through this stuff. And also it's the sickly, constant sickly strawberry aroma.
The consistency of the slime, is it like custard?
Bit if you like chocolate, a bit like chocolate sauce, chocolate spread or custard, not chocolate spread, like custard, like thick custard.
The reason that I ask is because if you can run really fast on custard, you won't sink. So I'm gonna try and sprint across it if I can.
I want to
with
taste
my
it.
athletics.
Okay,
Can I taste the custard?
you can. It tastes like strawberries.
Nice.
It's sickly sweet with a slightly acidic aftertaste,
Okay, I'm not regretting that.
and once you're in it as well, it just gets everywhere. So it's like it's all over your equipment, all of your clothes.
I mean, my clothes was already ruined anyway, so I ain't worried about it.
Yeah.
At least it tastes nice.
I'm just using my mop as a stick, kind of to keep myself leveled as I'm going through, so I won't trip over on something.
I'm holding my mop like this, keeping it immaculately clean
Yeah, he's doing like,
above my head. Yeah, like with my gun when I'm walking through the water.
Okay, so Solomon, you wanted to make a athletics check of some kind, I believe.
Yeah, let me try
Try
that.
and run across the surface.
Is anybody else running, or is everybody just walking themselves? and
Everybody's just walking, kind of just trying to like, just do the best. So you can see there's like there's bits of furniture like chairs and tables that are normally in here that are kind of bobbing along, partly submerged but more generally floating along on the surface of this stuff. What have we got? Oh, right.
2
Okay.
successes.
Wow. So against all logic, you managed to like run perhaps only a short distance, but you managed to run along the surface and to get to a countertop of what must be some kind of reception area.
I shout immediately back to the team to say, if you try to run on it, you can get here faster. There's a counter here where we don't need to be slow.
What did you roll for athletics? I'm gonna try it.
The violence and I'm violently athletic.
Yeah, I'm gonna use violent athletics to try it.
No, I'm just gonna walk.
Come on. 4 successes.
That's
Wow.
good. Oh, like he has Mark of the Beast.
Yeah, so yeah. Everybody else just kind of looks on in astonishment as you somehow manage to run fast enough to like stay mostly on the surface of this substance, and you manage to reach this desk, this worktop, this
Nice.
counter. So yes,
So, May,
Yeah.
if we use your mop, maybe we can get the guys here quicker.
Pull them along.
Maybe. I
Yeah.
would use mine, but it's broken.
Yeah, right enough. So I'll hold them up out, reach towards the guys, the next guy come in, and see if I can pull them in quicker.
okay, yeah, wow.
Passing along. It's like, here you go.
Okay, so you all managed to eventually amber out of this gunk onto this desk, this worktop.
Like kind of just
counter.
use a mop part and kind of just see if I can get some of the crap off of it.
Yeah, sure, yeah. So Ross is the last to climb out, and she kind of sits there, scraping this gunk off her clipboard.
I tried to assist Ross by cleaning her.
With half a mop.
Yeah.
Like,
She kind of backs away. What are you doing? So, what's next, citizens?
Well,
how far?
how far to? Yeah, K15. K15.
Still seems to be quite a distance.
Is
It's
there
going to
a
be
door-
slow going.
Is there another doorway we had to go through, or is it?
It appears to like leading you through a corridor at the far end of this lobby. Actually, you've only made it
No,
covered like a small distance across the lobby
but
itself.
that lobby isn't covered in the red stuff. We can get across
No,
that at
but
normal
it's-
speed.
The entire place is like waist deep in
Oh, okay. So I'm going to try and run across it
Everywhere.
again like Solomon did before.
All right. So my question is, I'm gonna look around. Is there like a higher floor? Like, is there like a higher level? Is this like a certain range of the ceiling? Is there like like?
Yeah, there's you can see there's different. You can see like walkways and things that are on higher levels.
Oh.
But the directional arrow is pointing you straight across the lobby to this other corridor.
I'm going to try Solomon's trick again.
Okay.
Let's go crazy.
1 success.
Again, you make a short, you make it to the next desktop, but it's going to take it's slightly quicker than like striding through it,
Slopping
but
through.
it's going to take a long time.
Okay.
I want to try and throw one of our team members there. Who would like to vote to be thrown?
I'm there. You're not throwing me.
Andy's like, hey, throw me.
Throw me.
Okay. So, I'm gonna throw Kathy as you're brand new, so I think bouncy. So, I'm gonna try and attempt to skip Kathy across the room as far as I can, like a pebbled stone.
Okay.
Violently.
Violently.
Well, just
Oh wow.
Great.
Okay, yeah. So you managed to grab hold of her arm and leg, and hoik her across, and she skims and bounces across till she like lands on the next countertop with with May.
Okay.
Hi, Kathy.
Yeah, I have a quick question. You said there's some of the tables are just kind of floating on this custard stuff.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is just, my thought, can I stand on one of them and kind of use it as like a boat and just use my stick, my mop as like a gondola? And
You
just
can indeed.
Look
You
what he's
can
done in
indeed.
the. Look what he's done in
you
the
just kind of like that, like a
BTT.
boat, kind of like.
That's brilliant.
So it's like, the only one that's left there is the other girl. It's like she's walking. I was like, I'm just pedaling. I don't know why you guys are running that fast.
Yeah, so you're making much quicker progress, far easier after turning on the table, upturn tables into a makeshift raft.
Yeah, it's like I yell at guys, once you make it, once you use a table like this.
I'm good. I'm just Jedi running across it like.
I wanna charm. I wanna try and charm you into letting me on your boat table.
I don't know how much waiting. That's the question.
It's not the. I'm not gonna mention that actually. Never mind. I'm gonna try and charm you and get on your table. Let's go.
Wow. Apparently, yeah.
Okay, so I get near it. I was like, anybody else want to ride?
What's Kathy doing?
I'm gonna use my grapple gun to get to the other side.
I wonder when you were going to use that.
Oh,
Yeah,
to get to the
Spider-Man.
next
You're like,
one,
you're
nice.
feeling like, wee, and you're gonna do.
I don't want to be like treasonous or something.
No, hey, you're using the way it's supposed to be used, I guess.
So what are you doing with it exactly?
I'm gonna aim it down, all the way down the hall to where, like the furthest point I can, and I'm gonna fire away to try and grapple into the wall or
Can
something.
I, while she's doing that, can I use some sort of athletics or something to grab onto her and see if I can catch a ride?
Yeah.
I'll use violence athletics, so I'm like grabbing. Is that okay?
No, hey, that would be even a cool thing if you can grab, like, when you jump in on her, you can use like another table as like a surfboard and just kind of ride it that way.
I got 2 successes on that, so I'm
Okay,
trying to hitch a ride.
So yeah, you need. So Kathy needs to make that'd be a guns check, of course, for the grapple gun. And yeah,
That's enough.
Hey.
All right, one success.
that's enough. It's enough. Okay, so yeah, you fire the grapple gun. It's like the hook on the rope, and like just sailing over and latches onto the far side of the lobby, and like hooks it, like grab it, like hooks and grabs hold. And you can activate it, so you can use it to like try and I think it automatically starts pulling you towards it.
Yeah, I think on a success you are now. It just says you are now attached to your target, but if there's
Yes.
like a
Indeed. So yeah, it probably pulls you towards it quite rapidly. In fact, I imagine.
Wee!
Do you make athletics? Yeah. So yeah, as you go sort of skiing across the surface of this red sludge, May, what he's doing? You got the successes.
May just jumps on her back like a piggyback and hitches a ride.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, May and Kathy just do sailing past you like spray of strawberry sauce, sort of like covering you both as you're punching along on your table raft.
I turn to Norman and say, that would have been good if we had have had that and used that to pull this raft.
Well, one had a gun, I have a mop. I keep going.
Using the mop like an oar.
It's like... Alright, so well, you have a mop too, you can move on the other side.
I've only got a quarter of a mop, well, half a mop.
You can still use a half a mop.
You shouldn't have broke your mop then, eh?
The size of a pedal. I'm going like this, like a gondola. You could go like...
I'm gonna dangle my legs off the back of the table and kick like no other person's ever kicked before. I'm gonna use my melee to do that so that it turns into speedboat speed.
Nice.
Punch the fit.
Go ahead.
I'll kick on.
Okay, yeah. So you go speeding along and quickly join the others at the far end of the lobby, where to the entrance to the passageway lead now. And friend computer pops up again. A little. So one they like more this kind of white pillar that's bobbing along in the strawberry sauce. A little panel opens up on it, and an eye comes out in the stalk. There's
Congratulations, citizens! I award you 1 experience point for your ability or your ingenuity.
Nice.
You should always analyze a problem, develop a solution, and execute it. If the solution proves to be wrong, execute the developer. Bonus experience may be awarded for successful developments and executions. Have a good day, citizens.
Am I right in thinking we have 497 now?
yeah. So, you move out of the lobby and down the passageway in the direction of the glowing arrow. Away from the big spaces, the flooded sector seems largely deserted. Going is slow, the red fluid slops lazily against the corridor walls, and most of the doors leading off this corridor are closed. Though the ones that aren't, you can see ordinary rooms, the contents bobbing lazily around in the strawberry sauce.
I'm still paddling in my boat. I was like, I didn't know if anybody else was written it. So, like, my question is that did we leave the person that was supposed to be with us, or is she still way back there?
Oh no, she sort of invites herself onto your raft.
Okay, I was just wondering. I'm like, okay. So I look at the other two. You guys want a ride too, or are you guys gonna sludge it?
Well, if we could get a ride on the raft and use the grappling gun, we could probably make
Yeah.
this whole thing a lot quicker.
Well, I mean, we're going through a corridor. I don't think we need to go that fast right now.
Can anyone maybe analyze this room and see if there's maybe something extra?
Oh, the rooms you're passing, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you can. They've got most of them have some kind of like designation on them.
Can I make a
So, for
psychology
instance-
roll?
Psychology. To what end?
I'm just trying to. There's nothing really better for it, I suppose, for investigating an area. Looking at what we have.
Maybe Alpha Complex?
Yeah, to understand where we are, I'll roll Alpha Complex, and it just automatically rolls from brains when you roll it, doesn't it?
Well, you can choose another. It'll default to that, but you can choose something else.
Alright, well, brains is my best one, so that's what I want to use. Oh yeah, you can change it there, eh? I see.
Yeah. Because Alpha Complex with violence.
Eh,
So,
got a 6.
violently assault somebody and tell them to insist that they inform you about.
Right,
Alpha
so
Complex.
yeah, so I see how that works, how we change the skill and the stat, but yeah,
You
cool.
just you just have to narrate how that works out. So violence, using violence with Alpha Complex, we'll go and grab somebody and maybe try and beat it out. And then
Using brains to do Alpha Complex, I'm just using my memory and what I've seen of all this
Indeed.
place to see if anything's unusual about where we are.
Okay. So no, there's nothing unusual about it. It's a sector much like like your own home sector. Not that you've actually been to your home sector as yet. But you, there's sort of usual kind of areas. You pass a dormitory, door to a dormitory, although it's designated a red security clearance. There's a troubleshooter break room on your left-hand side, and a little further down, according to what you can bring up on Alphapedia, there appears to be another production and logistics commissary office just round the corner in this corridor, as well as a restroom.
I wouldn't want to use the restroom here. I'm sorry.
Maybe the restroom could be like an airlock toilet, like an aeroplane or something, and maybe I want to try and convince you guys to try and flush the toilet and see if it gets rid of the sludge.
I think that's a good idea, actually.
Could I roll the Alpha Complex to see his idea would be of merit if just flushing the toilets would work?
Say that again, sorry.
Oh, I was like, can I roll Alpha Complex to see if his idea actually flushing the toilets would work?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, it's just like,
Can I roll on brain psychology to see if I think he's alright?
Yeah, of course you can.
I just love all the dice on the tabletop at school. It's like, oh, Fred's computer saw that shit.
Okay, so the panel opens up and an eye appears on the screen.
Greetings, citizens. How are we doing today? How is your mission progressing?
doing very good, Frank Computer.
Mission is going very well, Fred Computer, thank you.
Is the mission complete?
Almost.
Can you give me some kind of update?
We've been using our problem solving and the tools you gave us to make our way to the designated area.
Yes.
We're almost there.
Citizen Solomon. My video record and audio recordings indicate that you mentioned something you referred to as an aeroplane. Can you explain what this is, please?
No, I don't know what it is. I've never really heard of it before. It's just like a figment of my imagination.
Is your brain malfunctioning, system?
I'm very happy, and in fact, you look fantastic today.
I'm glad to hear it. Is your brain malfunctioning, citizen?
Not to my knowledge.
You can make a bluff roll, I think.
Oh,
With
no.
something, with an ability of your choice.
Voice is still on, Phil.
Oops. Damn it. Damn it.
I want to violently bluff.
Violently bluff. Right in.
Violently
And-
bluff. I like that. Oh, Fred Computer saw that, man.
Threaten the computer is a treasonous act, system. You should report for termination immediately.
Yes.
A troubleshooter team has been dispatched to your location.
I push him off the raft. I push Solomon off the raft and keep going.
Okay, give us a some kind of roll for that then.
Oh, what, pushing him off?
Surely violence
yeah, yeah.
based.
Yeah.
This game is mad. I love it.
I'd say, let's see. Would it violence? So like, so how would I use this? Like my violence and like maybe a different skill.
You just have to give the reasoning behind it. That's up to you to come up with.
When it comes to the VTT to do it, when you press the roll, it'll come up with drop downs, and you can change the skill
I didn't
there.
mean that. Okay, when you click on the skill, you've got drop-down menus for the skill you're going to use and the ability you're going to use with it.
I want to use engineering, and so what I want to do is push him off as I'm basically using the mop as a I guess a pusher. I'm gonna use it to spin around, knock his feet out from under him, and let him fall into the I guess splat.
The lever to try and upend him.
Into
Okay,
the
well then,
struggle,
yeah,
so-
why not? Sounds reasonable.
All right.
Oof.
Okay, yeah, so yeah, you send...
Before it happens, can I counter by violently dodging the brush
Violent
that I
dodge.
see coming
Why not?
using the athletics?
Why not?
Oh no.
No.
Okay.
You try, so yeah, you try, but, well, it's you who are doing the... So what happens, Norman?
As he's like near me and he's basically say he's gonna get terminated, I'm like, well, don't need him right now. Just basically it's like as I'm moving like this, when I use it to spin like the flat end, trip him off his feet, basically like fall this way through out into the sludge, and just keep mopping out and keep going.
Okay, right, as you upend him off the raft, he goes face first into, or head first into the sludge. A panel opens up with an arm and a red laser turret.
Yeah.
The troubleshooter team has been delayed due to an unauthorized substance leak in this sector, and this laser just roasts Solomon where he lays on the surface.
And keep going.
So, what's the rest of you doing? What's Kathy and Maid with?
I don't want to get incinerated. I am continuing out towards the sector.
You're looking at Kathy, he's like, what, like.
Are we still on the raft with Norman, and we have the
I
gun?
believe so. And Roz, yeah.
Okay, Cassie, do you want to blast us over to the next? Give us the old.
Well,
tutorial?
I thought that turret looked cool, and I was maybe gonna take it. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Gun out of the way.
With us. No, I'll shoot the grapple gun and try and get us further down the hallway.
Okay, well, we'll not make you roll this down then. So, okay, so you managed to, using the grappling gun, you can, repeatedly you make much quicker progress going down this passageway. And after a few hundred meters, you come to a crossroads. So the guide arrow tells you to turn to the left. But that corridor has a red stripe running down it at eye level, meaning that it's only accessible to those with a red level security clearance and higher.
I'm gonna talk to friend computer. Say, friend computer, how can a loyal citizen quickly get 3 XP?
You have to earn it, citizen. May. Is there a problem?
I would like clearance so that we can continue towards Sector K15, but it appears I'm 3 XP short of the level requirement. How can a loyal citizen get 3 XP quickly?
There is no quick route to easy route to gain experience points. You must complete tasks and complete your mission and complete task advantageous towards the citizens and well-being of Alpha Complex.
Is there any task I can do for you from here that's gonna get us 3 XP each?
You are being designated a mission. That is your task.
I'm swimming up as friend computer is still there and ask, may Ross take us to an area at which we are too low a level to access as long as she accompanies us the whole time? Would we be allowed access?
Are you back though? Have you come back since being incinerated?
Yeah, we can say it's come back. Yeah, why not? Pop down,
Voice
swimming back up.
Voice felt.
Damn it.
Damn it!
It's alright, I'll keep you on track.
I need a thing on the screen. Like,
No, you need a signal like voice.
Yeah. But yeah, so we'll do. Yeah, we'll just say it's like plop down in the gunk behind you, and come swimming up.
With the broken mop.
Yeah, still a broken mop.
So do we have clearance if Ross is with us then?
Everyone, I will grant you the one-time access to this security corridor, so you may complete your mission.
Thank you,
Your thinking systems.
Thank you kindly, friend computer.
Good luck in your mission.
We'll see.
Alright, so I paddle that way so like at least get us in the right direction.
Okay. So you paddle off down this corridor, and the corridor eventually widens out into a large food service area, and islands of what look like congealed breakfast mix float serenely between the countertops that protrude above the low waves on the liquid. High above, sparks flicker between shattered lighting fixtures hanging from the vaulted ceiling. Then there's a yell of "Ahoy! Sector! Torrents amidship on the scurvy bow port! Overclock the mainsail and prepare to be motherboarded!" 5 people rowing to view, paddling on a long table with sheets tied to its legs. A black flag with a skull dangles limply from one inverted table leg.
Pirates, guys.
Do they have any visible stars or anything?
They do not have any visible stars at the moment.
I still have 2, right?
Friend computer. Or does a computer come up? It's like friend computer.
Yeah, computer, like a little panel opens and screen and computer appears.
Yes, system.
May I request, what is that? You know, he's just pointing at this gentleman rowing a boat, looking weird. He's like, what is that?
That appears to be systems not carrying out unsanctioned duties. Thank you for bringing this to my attention, system.
Yeah, I wish to report that.
And a star.
A star appears above each of the heads.
Nice. Nice work, citizen.
Hold up, he didn't get any XP for reporting.
Well, I'm just waiting to see if he does.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, do I get XP for that?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the XP. Let's go.
Ross got 30 for calling mine.
You get 1.
Oh,
You
one.
get 1.
Hey, that's still 1. Hey, we got 2 more. We need 2 more.
When Norman gets 1 or we all get 1?
No, just Nolan.
Aww. 1.
Alright,
Rose got 30 for snitching on Cafe.
well, because of what she did. These are just crazy dudes.
I'm currently still in the gunk swimming. So I want to try and dive underneath and topple their table so they fall into the gunk and can't move. I'm gonna do this as a melee attack with violence.
Can I try and counter that with violence athletics to try and kick his hand away?
No. He's gonna do that to their ship, not
Or
our
to
ship.
their ship, not our ship, right?
Yeah. He's gonna go up there and swim. with
Forget me.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry. I thought you were doing that to us.
No,
It's Chris we're talking about.
I'm here for the team.
While he's doing that, can I see within like the mess hall or whatever where this strawberry gunk might be coming from? Like if it's a malfunction machine or something?
Okay, you certainly can. So it doesn't appear to come from this area. In fact, if you check your HUD, the arrow is still pointing, leading you off across out of this cafeteria and down, and further down into the sector.
Maybe we should just keep making our way that way, Cafe, while Solomon tackles these pirates.
Yeah, just grapple hook. Get us
Was
across.
that your roll?
Oh no, I haven't rolled.
All right. So you'll
No,
need
Kathy,
three
keep the
successes.
grappling hook handy, ready to rescue
my
Solomon
God.
if we need to. Look at all those
Yeah.
successes.
Yeah, so you see me kind of just rowing. Hey Mia, do you mind helping me out? Just push this a little farther faster.
Yeah, I'll help Norman with the rowing, then I'll grab the pristine mop and get it dirty.
Okay, so only these sort of pretend pirates go, prepare to board, and then Solomon comes up. Well, what is Solomon doing?
Solomon is swimming under the ooze of strawberries and singing a song. And uprights the table. The pirates are vanquished, and then dashes towards the table before his teammates leave.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, you rise up underneath the table, flipping it, and they all go flying off and fall into the strawberry sea. And I
Nice,
think
Chris.
this. So they come to the surface. They pull out some like rolling pins and makeshift wooden swords, and start wading through the gunk to Avast ye! And yeah, they're coming to attack you. So
Yeah, but we're gonna maneuver them. It's kind of like, all right, we're going faster than them.
well, that's true. You could. You're moving
that's-
fast there.
That's why I asked Maggie to get on the other side, so we're pushing a little faster. Come on,
Solomon, get on the raft.
kick, get on the kick
Dude.
for us.
Swimming.
Okay.
Would you like me to use my motorbike or my motor technique of legs?
Yes, that'll be useful.
Is that motor/athletics? Is it?
Yeah. He gets the side and goes.
No, I'm kicking my legs so violently that they turn into a motor and propel the table forward. Hopefully. 3.
Okay, so you easily managed to outmaneuver these would-be pirates.
Yeah, Solomon.
Solomon doesn't squat leg day.
Right, and one of them, as you're punching away, leaving them behind. One of them said, "You rule the day when you crossed infrared beard." And you look back and see there's one of them looks like his leader. He's got a paper hat on, and he's got some breathing. He's wearing some breathing apparatus as well.
Ooh. I report friend computer.
Right, computer here.
I believe he points at that gentleman that he reported his name as something besides what he is.
Okay, so friend computer appears and goes over and reprimands the pirates and basically commands them to return to their normal use, and they all sigh and basically drop drop the things and go back to the assigned tasks that they should be doing. Whereas Infrared Beard, meanwhile, flees in defiance.
Kathy, get him with a grappling hook.
I shall establish a pirate kingdom here in this sector.
Does he get any more stars? Has he wanted yet?
He does get another star, yeah.
Kathy, hit him with a grappling hook. We could get our XP here.
He's not like a full trader, though.
No, he's not.
Not until he hits 5 stars, we can't really mess with him.
Yeah, I don't want to kill somebody. I don't want to kill myself.
He's unauthorized in killing a person who's not a traitor. That's probably
Friend
what it is.
computer. I report him for treasonous actions. He just stated that he's going to create an alliance to create piracy.
To overthrow the computer.
Man, we a bunch of tattletales, right?
Hey, you get he like, you know, it's that May's trying to get this extra couple points, so
May's trying to be good. I've got 2 stars. I want to get them down.
So, thank you, Citizen. I shall consult the records and get back to you, see if you're entitled to any rewards.
alright. Thank you, friend computer. Let's go.
Thank you, friend computer.
Continue on our task. Hold on.
Are you back in the raft now, Solomon?
He's kicking.
I'm sitting in the back kicking.
Yeah, it's like yay. And it's like, you know,
I'm rowing.
so
Okay.
I want to. Does the arrow like kind of like, you know how big it is? Does it seem like it's getting like, you know? Is there like a measurement of like
No.
distance?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't like change.
Doesn't change colour or anything as we get closer.
No, it doesn't change colour or size, or it just yeah. It gives you a vague sort of you're close or you're further away or something like that.
So it's like you're hot or cold kind of deal, maybe.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, something like that. It gives you some. It doesn't give you some exact like distance or anything like that. It gives you a vague idea of how close you are.
Okay. Keep on rowing.
Okay, so
Yep.
that yeah, skillfully avoided that attempt to run some combat. But anyway, right. So away, away from the domain of Infrared Beard, the guiding arrow points you down a darkened corridor. The walls are narrow here, and the ceiling is lower, and more wiring is being exposed and eroded by the red dessert topping, which seems to be eating into the walls. After another few minutes, the passage opens into a circular room with a wide spiral staircase ascending upwards. A thick stream of red dessert topping pours down into the area from above. Your cerebral cortex pings gently to let you know that you've arrived at your destination, but there is no sign of a plug.
I wanted to, if possible, can I roll on brains and program to see if I think that these wires that are exposed are going to, this damage is going to cause anything on a big scale?
Yeah, so yeah. Is anybody else doing? Is Kathy doing anything?
Can I use brains and alpha complex to see if where the plug would be if it was where it came from? Like whatever, like if there was an explosion, that where the plug would have been is where the stuff is coming out of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is Kathy doing anything?
I'm gonna grapple my ass up there to where it's kind of straight to where it's coming out from.
Okay. So you can make a gun check with the grapple. What else? Brains out the complex. Oh wow, yeah.
Nice roll.
Okay. Right. So. You got some. I didn't think you got any success then.
We all
Okay,
got
right.
successes.
You did. All successful. Right. Let's do just one moment. So, Kathy, up the stairs, it looks as if something bad has happened. The staircase is a tangled mess of smashed metal and bits of Alpha Complex that block the way any further progress upwards. Red dessert topping pours through the gaps in the rubble. And it's clear that the source of the problem is above you, beyond this. Indeed, checking your cerebral cortex map, you can see that there is some red desert storage vats located in the floor above. Meanwhile, while there is some structural damage and damage to lighting, there doesn't appear to be any extensive damage to Alpha Complex.
Okay.
And Norman,
Mhm.
consulting your core, what's it called? Your cerebral cortex. You find there is indeed a plug located on the floor below, and the spiral staircase. Checking, you can see the spiral staircase as well as going up. It goes down below the surface of the strawberry sauce. But it is maybe not the kind of plug that you are thinking of. It is a drainage plug.
Ooh, so if we get someone to pull it out or drain it out. Alright, so I look at everybody and I'm like, I believe the plug we're looking for is not where you plug something in and out. It's a drainage plug. So we need someone who can safely swim down there and pull it out and come back out. So what I'm thinking is that if we can get the cable that you have, like, the grappling hook, tie it to May, let her go down, and it's like somehow if you can release it, then what you can do is she can pull the string and you can grapple her back up, so she don't want to be stuck up there, down there.
Would that mean I could use brains and athletics for that role then? Brains is a push, isn't it?
Yeah, in what way would you be able to use brains for that?
I guess I'm using I'm using mechanics and athletics because the mechanics is the rope and the pulling of it, and the athletics is the swimming, I guess, right? Mechanics, athletics?
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to try that then, okay?
How about Kathy? Obviously she's got some involvement in this.
I'm not handing over my equipment, man.
Oh, no. It's if you can detach the grappler and just, tie it to May as she swims down, you can let it just,
Yeah, then you just have to pull me back up.
Yeah, you just kind of put it and it retracts it. You don't have to lose your gun.
I'm just holding it as I'm swimming down.
You break my gun. We're trading equipment.
I'm not breaking any more equipment, trust me. I'm just going to hold on to it, swim down, open the plug, and then I'm going to give it a little tug, and you're going to go and pull me back up.
I violently try to persuade Kathy into giving over what is needed to complete the mission by combining violence with bureaucracy.
Violent red tape.
I love that.
That's
Does Kathy need convincing, or is she?
Can I first just try shooting the grappling gun downward and see if it latches on?
Off to the plug.
Yes.
Yeah. Why do we even need to swim down?
That's a good idea.
Wow.
Like, you remember the sludge is like when you got a bullet going to, Jello, it goes, it's not water.
Yeah.
It's slow.
Worth a try, though.
Yeah, but
But you remember, we got to put it back in, though. It's like, we'll plug
we
it.
also don't have any breathing equipment, so somebody slowly swimming through that is gonna kill them.
That's why you're going to pull me back up real fast with the thing.
You're still gonna be really slowly going to it, though.
Well, no, because I could hold on to it when you shoot it down.
That's slowing it down even more. I'm just gonna shoot the damn thing down there. See
Well,
what
hey, you can try it.
happens.
If it misses, she can just recall it back and just...
That's
Yeah,
that's
and
a
then we
point.
can try your way.
That's a point.
Okay. So you shoot it and it goes down, but it loses momentum before it even gets halfway.
Well, it's halfway down there, so just follow the.
I dive in.
Yeah, just kind of.
I dive
Yeah,
in.
and once you get to, you can always grab
So
it
don't forget you can spend Moxie to get extra roll extra dice as well.
Right, so can I spend some Moxie to roll extra dice here?
So you make a skill roll and then you can spend Moxie to add roll additional dice onto that as well. You can even do it afterwards, I believe.
Are you trying to make me go insane so I die?
I don't think I need to. I got 3 successes.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
and
good.
what was that to do? What was that to swim down?
That's to swim down.
Okay, so
And the mechanics
swimming-
part is grabbing onto the thing as I go.
Yeah. Okay, so swimming down through this gunk is really, really, really hard work. So you manage to, particularly with the help of using the rope from the grapple, you manage to use that to speed your progress a little bit. And you manage to make your way down to the bottom of the staircase. And underneath, in this kind of alcove beneath the spiral staircase, you can see a wheel on top of a metal cover, like a hatch.
Does
Okay.
does that appear to be the opening mechanism for the plug?
It could. It's the only thing you can see.
Stop.
So it's like an airtight hatch with you might get on a submarine. Nobody knows what a submarine is.
Yeah, so it's like.
So,
Yeah, so you have to turn the wheel to unlock that.
violence
open that.
athletics to try and open it then?
You can, yeah, possibly. So you start to claw your way to it. Yeah, you're almost out of breath, and then you see something stirring in the gloom of the Red Sea. And long, sinuous arms, as thick as your arm, uncoil from the bottom of the pit and quest towards you. And you see this red eye light up.
Oh.
I'm waiting to recoil the gun until I feel like a little tug or something.
Okay.
Gotta open it now. Gotta open it now. Gotta.
It's either a tug or we give it a long while, and I know he died, and I'm pulling him.
So nobody else can see any of this at all.
Right. I'm waiting to tug.
So normally this would be a combat thing. So because it's just you, there's not really any initiative order because I just decide when the NPCs go. So basically, you can you can choose one of your cards, or you haven't got any cards, so I'll just deal you some cards. This is when we should deal with cards. So how it works, you get 4 cards, and that's it for the entire game.
And where are they? Where do I see them?
They will be in your hand. I'm just going to deal you some cards. So I shall deal a set to everybody. One moment. There you go. So if you go to the card stats tab,
And click on my name.
yeah, on your name, and you should see 4 cards.
Yep.
So you can mouse over them, twilight them, and see what they do. They've got an action order, which is if there were multiple if everybody were taking part, the action order is basically which order you act in. So the higher the better. Also, some of them have got like an arrow next to the action order. See that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so that means if your card has got an arrow on it, that means it can be used as a reaction to something else, either something that another player is doing, something that's happening to you, or you can use it as a reaction against an NPC doing an action. So you can use it either. So some cards can be used either as a reaction or both. So what you would do is you would choose one of these cards and you would play it to the player here face down, and then you would basically count down through. I count down through initiative, going through like 10 to 0, and when your number's called out, you would say, "That's all right. That's me. That's when I act." Okay, so for instance, Ollie, you've got a card that's got an action order of 5.
Yep.
So if I can't, when I got to 5, you go, that's
Alright.
5, that's my number.
I can
And
go.
that's when you'd act. But you can lie. You can lie and bluff. So you could say, so say if you played the one that says 5 and it's got action order 5 on it, and I got to 8, you could say, oh, that's mine. But people can contest that. They can say, oh no, actually, I think that's there's no way you've got that. I think you're lying.
Yeah.
And they can challenge you. And if they challenge you and they're correct, then you get a treason star.
Okay.
If they challenge you and they're incorrect, then they get a treason star. Okay?
Yep.
And then they have to, because you have to reveal the card, and then you can only act on the one that's done.
In what order does it go in? Reverse or?
So it's highest highest goes first, highest to lowest. When you do act on your turn, you've got 3 things you can do. You can either the card that you played face down, you can either put it back into your hand and just do a normal skill check, a normal skill combo of your choice to do for your action, or you can play the card itself for whatever actions or for whatever it says it does, or you can discard that card from your hand. When it's gone, you've lost it. You're kind of basically eating up that card. And then you do a normal action, but you get an extra dice to it for that action. Does that make sense? So 3 options. You choose a card. When it comes to your initiative thing, you can either put the card back into your hand and do a basic action, reveal the card, do the action that's on the card, or throw away the card completely and do an action of your choice, but you get a bonus dice for throwing away the card.
Okay, and you do an action every time you've got something with that number on it.
Yes.
So if you got something with it, if you got the same number twice, you get to act twice on that initiative.
No, you still only get one action. You basically play one card.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But it's up to you whether you put that card. So on its basic level, it's working like your initiative order. But when it comes to your turn, you can choose whether to just take that card back, to be able to use it again, or to spend it for the action that's on it, or to boost a normal action. If that makes sense.
Okay.
So you basically choose that card. Now I'll let you. It don't, like I say, at this point, because it's only you, it doesn't make any difference what numbers on it, because it's only you acting, and so I will allow you to act first.
Okay.
So you can either put that card back into your hand, use that card for the action that's on it, or throw away the card completely to do an action but get an extra dice.
Right. So if I throw away the card, I can do a normal action like tugging the thing to get pulled up.
Yeah, whatever you want to do. It doesn't have to be directly combat related.
So how do I throw away the card?
So you click on the card.
Yep.
To highlight it. I'll try and click on it. And there should be a button that says play the card.
Yep, I've done that.
Yeah.
It's here.
You play the card and you just play to play the action cards.
Right, so what do I do now, sorry?
So on the drop down menu, you select played action cards.
I don't see a drop down menu.
Alright, okay, sorry. What do you see?
I've got the cards come up on the screen.
Yeah. So if you click on the card, you should see like a little eyeball with an arrow next to it. And if you put that pointer next to it, it says play card.
Got it.
Yeah. So you do that, and then then it says pass 2, and you've got a drop down menu, and you want to select played action cards.
So yeah. I think I've just played it, yeah, but I don't think I meant to do that. But anyway.
No, that's all right. So if you can check, so if you click on in the card stats menu, if you check that and there's the play and click on the played action things, you can see the cards that's in the play area, and you'll be able to see your card.
Yeah. Okay. I see it.
Okay. So normally you would play it face down, so nobody else can see it. In this case, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So you can like flip it face up like that. So basically, you now decide whether you're just gonna keep it back in your hand and just do a normal action, play it for the action that's written on the card, or discard it and boost a normal action.
I'm discarding it and boosting the normal action, which is using my athletics and mechanics to tug on the thing and try and swim back up.
Okay.
So,
Rightio.
mechanics and athletics.
Rightio. So I've returned that to the deck.
3 6s and a 5.
Wow, bloody hell.
Oh,
I was going to
good.
say you need at least 3 successes to do that. So yeah, tell us what you're doing then.
So I am tugging on the thing so that Kathy will start like pulling me up, but I'm also giving it hella kicks, like swimming, using one arm and using my 2 legs to swim back up as fast as possible to get away from whatever this is.
Okay. So yeah, well, Kathy, there's a violent tug on the grappling hook.
I'm just kidding. I'm pulling it out.
Like what? What's going on? Oh, it's a fishing line. Like fish coming.
Yeah, I will retract. Do I need to roll for that?
No, you can just kind of, there'll be a button on it that like reels it back in.
That's it.
Okay, so yeah, you reel it back in and may a burst to the surface of the strawberry dessert topping, like lungs bursting, coughing up like strawberry sauce. No doubt, no doubt, telling you that there's something down there.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I was just grabbing painkillers from my toothache.
No problem.
Was it the plug? What was
There's
down
something else down there. We need to get out of here fast. Forget the plug.
What about? We were tasked for doing the plug.
If we leave, then the computer's gonna do us. So
There's something in there.
it's Is it a mutant?
Maybe. Friend computer. I'll contact the cerebral cortex. Friend computer, what is that in the strawberry goop?
I probably can record, rewatch what you saw, right?
Yeah.
Citizen, it appears you have found a malfunctioning maintenance bot. You will have to deal with this bot before you can unplug the plug. Good luck, citizen.
Okay, now, does it stay under the red goop or is it going to come up if we stay up here? Because I'll fight it. I've got body armour and I'll fight it if it comes up.
You got a mop too. I mean, you got a...
Yeah, I've got a mop. I want to try and smack it if it comes up near the surface.
Well, I'm sure it saw you and it might be falling back. So I might want to look. I'm looking over to see if anything's coming.
So yeah, as you stood around, you see the surface of the strawberry surface is disturbed. There's 2 tentacles burst from the surface, and closely followed by this sort of red sensor eye on the back of this maintenance bot.
Can I try and whack it?
You can. So now we're actually gonna do proper combat.
Right. Does that mean I roll violence melee or do we use the combat
It
cards?
means everybody has to select a card from their hand of 4 cards. Everybody's got 4 cards. You can look through them.
I've got 3
decide which
cards
card
now.
you-
Should I have 4? I've got 3 because
No,
I used
you've
one.
used it. If you burnt it, it's gone.
Yeah, you got it.
I'm more than happy for you to burn through your cards as if you're like slamming back tequila shots. That's all good.
Bro, I don't know what's
so
going
what
on.
happens when you use multiple cards?
You can't use multiple. You can only use 1 card each action.
Okay.
Okay, you only have those 4 cards. So once they're gone, they're gone.
Okay.
But you have to. Sorry, go on. Yeah.
All right. I remember Cassie put the AI chip or whatever it was into my pocket. Do I realize she did that or no?
No.
Okay. No, because I was thinking about something. I was like, because if I knew it was there, it was maybe an action I could try to do. All right. Well, sorry. It was just a question.
Okay. So yeah, if you want to play, choose a card and then play it face down to the play area. Might be one slight flaw with my.
So are we waiting for initiative here to play these cards?
Yes. So once all the cards are played, then we'll count down, and you will announce. We'll forego the normally like.
Oh, so I've got to pick a card to play during this, right?
Yes. So not like I say. Normally there's all this whole bluffing and lying mechanic, but since it's the first time, we'll forego that.
I've got a card. I've got a card to play. So I click on the card and then I do play.
And play it face down into the play area. So we're just going to go with the straight cards. There's no lying or bluffing.
Did that work?
Yep. There's 3 cards. Somebody still needs to play one.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, I can't tell who has it. All right.
Probably me.
But just right. So you just have to remember your the action order, the action number on your card. Okay. So it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. I expected a lot of people to say yes. And 4, 3.
This is the first time I've ever done this. I don't know what I'm doing.
That's all right. So, yeah. So Kathy. So you can flip over your card if you would. Oh well. Yeah, flip over your card.
Do I know which one is mine?
I was hoping you could remember.
I mean, I think it's the second one because Chris played his before mine.
Right, yeah, well, let's see. Is that it?
Where are they?
Is this your card?
Nope, that was not my card. I can tell you what it was. I mean, it was the 3.
That one.
That was it. That was it. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a slight flaw with this.
Where are the cards? Am I supposed to see them?
You
They're
can
in
want
the
to flip
play
over.
area.
Yeah. So if you go into the card stacks tab, there's a as well as your card handed cards, there's one called played action cards.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. So yeah, like I say, this doesn't exactly work as it should have. It's the best workaround I could manage. So, like I said, ignoring all the bluffing and lying bit that you could normally do, we'll just use it as like bog standard initiative. So, Kathy, you can take that card back into your hand and keep it, and just do a basic action, or you can spend it for the action that's on the card, or you can spend it to do a basic action with a bonus die.
I'm
Which of
going to spend it for that action.
Okay, so you spot an enemy who is unaware of your presence. Make an attack of +2 to your node, but swap violence for chutzpah, stealth or melee, or both. Yeah,
So I do both.
So swap violence for chutzpah, stealth for melee, or both. So you can basically swap violence for chutzpah or stealth for melee, or swap both round.
Yeah. And then I roll, but is there a way to do like the +2 before I roll, or is that after?
No, you have to do it after. So basically, you just have to roll 2 dice when the. Okay, so that's 1 success. So to do damage, you do 1 point of damage or 1 level of damage for every success beyond the first. So you've got to get 1 success to hit, and then you need additional successes to actually hurt something. So you've hit him at the moment, but not actually done anything. So you can roll your bonus 2 dice. So just roll into the dice tray.
Is that just
Yeah. So if you're on the bottom,
and then roll?
yeah.
Okay, I don't think that did anything.
Oh, so you see the dice icons on the bottom.
Yeah.
So the second one is D6. So if you left Every time you left
I
click
just
on it,
click it
it'll add a
twice.
dice.
Oh,
Yeah.
got it. I
And
just
then
did
click on the
sludge
roll
dice.
button. Yeah, that's
Come
There you go.
on, yes.
okay. So it's obviously it's added them together. So if you click on it, it expands it. Oh, it's 1d6 plus 2.
It's done +2. You
Or
need to
do I
roll
need to
it.
do another d6?
Yeah.
Yes, sorry, you need to do another
Okay, sorry, I
d6,
thought
yeah.
the plus was just gonna be like how
All
many
right.
You rolled a 6 though.
Yep,
And a
two
5.
successes.
Come on.
So that's too late. So what were you targeting? So this thing you can either target its tentacles or its sensor eye.
The sensor eye.
The sensor eye. Okay. Right. Right. Okay. Right. You. So what you're doing? What you're hitting it with?
My fist.
Okay. Okay. So let's hear your description then, Kathy, of how you attack its sensor eye with your fist.
I'd imagine I was still kind of up on the stair area. I'm gonna jump straight into the strawberry pudding, straight down and pop, right in its sensor eye.
Okay. Right.
tough.
You land with so much force that it like a big crack runs down its sensor, and then a hole appears, but it's almost destroying it, but not quite.
Ooh, nice.
Right, it does not seem very happy about that, and it whips out one of its tentacles to try and grab you. So let's see, combat with these things with NPCs works a little bit different. Whereas it grab, that's 2 die.
Haha.
Which it fails to do. So yeah, it sort of whips the tentacle out and does end up, but yeah, you managed to avoid it.
Nice.
Okay, so that was 3.
I'm on
Everybody got
2.
1. 2? Anybody else on 2?
I'm on 2.
Nobody else on 2? Okay. No,
So,
who's that? There is Taxi.
yeah. So taxi means I can find some useful vehicle to assist me. So what I'm doing is I'm running across the raft, catching the attention of the sensor eye, so that I'll pull the sensor eye so fast that it smacks into the tentacle.
Okay. Describe it, and the vehicle has +1 to dice roll. Okay. So +1 to dice roll as long as it's attack. You can have a +1, I think.
So what am I rolling on then?
So, well, what are you rolling on? That's up to you to decide how you're going to do it. It's
So-
got to be, you've got to justify it. I've got to agree with it.
Well, I used my brains to think
Yeah.
of how I'm doing it, so I'm definitely rolling on brains.
I would
And-
say it's going to be violence then, I wouldn't, isn't it? Oh, no, sorry.
No,
sorry,
I used
yeah,
my
yeah,
brains to think of the
Yeah.
technique to how I'm doing it, and then
Yeah.
athletics because I'm running across the thing to get.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm going
What's
brain,
enough.
brains athletics. Is that cool?
Yeah, go on. You can have +1 dice. I don't think it's a. Oh, wow. Okay, so you can have +1 dice as well.
Yeah. How do I do that? Just roll a dice.
Just roll a d6 on the.
Come on. Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
He wasn't
Right.
particularly pleased with your description though, because it would have been +2.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it could have been better, that, Ollie.
Oh.
But yeah, it's So tell us what happens.
So I run. I like do like a bit of this and catch the attention of the sensor eye, and then I spot where the tentacle is, and I run from one corner of the raft to the other corner of the raft, and the tentacle eye, the eye sensor as it's following me moves so fast it goes smash into the tentacle, damaging the both of them.
Okay. Right. It so it shatters its sensor, and sparks spread across its body. Probably in its death throes, it whips out a tentacle towards you. Let's see, so it's a different one, so it's not that one. It's okay. That was... Okay, right. So it grabs you by it grasps your leg.
Does the body armor help here?
No, because it's not doing you any damage. He just grabs your leg and throws it like and whips you back, hurling you back across the room, and you slam into the wall, which does so the body armor does protect you from being like slammed into the wall, which destroys. So the body armor just shatters and falls off you. So the impact of your body against the wall shakes the staircase. You hit the wall that hard. And the body of this maintenance bot sinks into the water, sparks like playing across the surface of the strawberry dessert topping, and some of the rubble wedged in the staircase shifts, and an electrical cable slides out of the blockage and slips down towards the surface of the red dessert topping, sparking as it comes.
Ooh.
Who's
That's
closest
okay.
to try and stop that?
So only two people have not acted yet.
Oh.
So it will be the person who has got the next highest initiative action order. So shall we just flip them over and see what that is? So we've got action 0, and action order 4. So, who played adaptive resources?
That'd be me.
All right, okay, sure. You should go. Well, so that would be. So yeah, that would have gone before anybody else, but in this case, it will go before the 0. So, are you keeping the card and doing the basic action, doing the action on the card, or discarding the card, doing the basic action and getting a bonus dice?
I'm gonna discard the card and do a basic action.
Okay, and what is your action? And what is your? Just tell us what you're doing and what you're using to do it.
Okay. I am gonna do. I'm gonna use my engineering because looking at this, it said if I can use my mop as a way to push the cable away from us, so it will land on us and maybe shock us, and maybe violence. Just
Okay.
kind of just shove it out of the way.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
Good luck.
Oh, mate.
All right. And I get an extra D6 on that, right?
You do indeed.
Okay. Alright.
Go.
Okay. Cool. Okay, so you yes, you. Well, tell us. You tell us.
So
You
as
got
I see that,
successful?
so as I see it is coming down, I pull up the mop and basically use it in like the all Gucci stuff. Push the cable out of the way and just get the cable sticking to the custard, and maybe it won't short it out, or it won't shock us.
So you're moving it and putting it into the strawberry dessert.
Yep.
Okay. Radio. Where is everybody at this point?
On the raft?
I'm on
In
the
the
raft.
sludge.
So you're Oliver.
No, I got slammed against the wall.
Yeah. So you're kind of sort of half floating, half sinking into the strawberry dessert topping. Sorry, where's Kathy?
In the sludge, because I dropped down to punch it, so I'd probably still be down there.
Okay. Where is Norman and Solomon?
I'm on the table.
On
It's
the table.
I'm on the table also, yeah.
Okay, so Norman and Solomon, you can make a D6 roll.
D6.
Yeah.
Alright.
8.
6.
6 for Norman. Okay, right. Very well. Okay. May and Kathy, this is your origin story. So you, so Solomon and Norman, you kind of like skip backwards as this electrical cable hits the surface of the strawberry dessert fluid, and it just instantly arcs across the surface, like sets of fluid boiling and frothing, and yeah, jolts electricity pass through through May and Kathy, and you both feel a wave of something coursing through you, something strange, something powerful, and you must keep the following information to yourself. Right. So
Where you sending it?
I will be sending you a card.
And that'll appear in my card stack.
Clone ever.
Sorry? That'll appear in your hand. Shuffle those, and then deal card to...
I can now freely exchange AI chips without people killing me.
That's a random. There you go. You've got now both got a card.
Oh, I need to zoom in to read this.
So all the while, Roz, as you notice that Roz has retreated to a safe distance and stood on a top of a filing cabinet at the far side of the room, watching and recording what is going on.
Friend computer, I would like to report Roz for not participating in this effort.
Hello, citizen. Thank you for your report. Are you making accusations of treacherous behavior?
Potentially not treacherous, right? But not like a good citizenship.
Not a team player.
Yeah. Cowardly.
Please clarify your accusation.
We all were in the midst of a battle. A true battle. And red clearance level Roz up there on the filing cabinet just decided to observe rather than take action.
Potentially endangering the
Mission.
mission is treacherous behavior. I will consult the video records. For the compute.
So,
Thank you,
so
friend computer.
So the computer disappears again for a few moments,
okay.
and Ross glares at you and says, I'll have you for this.
Well, I have a quick question. With the power cable inside the sludge or the custard, is it still sparking stuff or is it stopped?
It kind of sparks and then shorts out, and there's like kind of a bit of a like explosion and just
Okay, so we might be able to safely go down there now and unplug it if May wants to attempt it again.
Also, you notice that the flow of fluid from the stairs has stopped as well. It slows to a trickle and then stops.
Oh, good. So we can just unplug it and it should be good.
Yeah, I
I
could
think
try
Ross
again.
should try. Get Ross to go down and
That's a good idea.
Well, as I honestly, for the best mission for it to be completed, I like the May and kind of pat her on the back. I think she has the best skills for that.
I mean, I've got the skills, I've got the athletics, like, so.
we don't know what Ross has. Ross is a red clearance.
Well,
up
you know,
there
hey,
for good-
yeah, but she had the potential.
Maybe not for
of
long since you
taking a
switched her.
mission and making us fail. I would rather see we get succeeded.
Just wanted to throw out a option for redemption there. I
Oh
don't
no,
know
it's
that she's
understandable.
treacherous true.
Because I'm still your superior. You get down there and sort this out.
I'm happy to do it. So we're using
Alright.
the grappling
Grapple
method again.
Yeah,
And I'll be filing a report against all of you.
Roger, Roger.
Roger.
So I'm using mechanics and athletics to swim down, right?
Yeah, okay.
Oh my days.
Oh.
What do I have to do here to, like, can I spend anything
You can
to...
spend Moxie. You can spend Moxie to get extra dice on a 1-for-1 basis.
Right, I'll spend
Spend
a
it
Moxie.
all.
How many Moxie do I have?
You
8.
start with 8.
Right, so can I spend 2 to get 2 extra dice?
Spend as many as you want.
Spend
Spend them
all
all.
you can buy it
Oh
back.
my god.
You can
Do you
keep
want-
spending them. Sorry, go on.
Spend another 2.
Do you want me to try instead?
I'll
Because
With
I
his,
can swim
Turbo legs.
with my turbo legs.
Okay, you try now. I've failed. I've taken my 2 Moxie off my sheet. You try now then. I'm back up.
Yeah, I'll help you back on the raft.
Thanks.
I'm just double checking. Yeah, so I'm gonna use my turbo bot legs to their fullest.
Ooh.
The computer sees those thunder thighs.
Okay, right, yes. Yes. So yeah, you use your powerful swimming legs to like, yeah, you dive down, and you easily reach the bottom where the plug is, with the wheel. Still plenty of breath left in your lungs. And you notice as you get closer, you can see there is a slight problem. There's another obstacle in your way. There's a dead clone sort of entangled around the wheel of the plug. And you can, as you get close, you can see your cerebral cortex identifies her as Daphne G, and there's a glitch on the sector, and clone number is 6, so it's a last clone. So where the 3, and around the neck is a key card for a storage locker.
Can I still use my cards, or are cards invalid out of combat?
Out of combat, yeah, they're invalid out of combat. Unless it's equipment cards you can use out of combat, things like that. Unless it's got something that says you can use it outside combat. Some can, some have.
Hold on, let me double check. Is this it's a reaction card?
Yeah, so that would be played against somebody taking an action.
Well, I just took an action.
What's the card?
So it's collateral damage. So something, an object is damaged as a side effect of a person's action. Try to persuade the DM that you've damaged something, and if they listen to you, then good luck. So, upon seeing this person attached around and tangled amongst the circular thing that definitely doesn't look like a submarine because we don't know what that is, I ponder to myself, what should I do to try and help this poor person on their last clone life? So I desperately reach to grab a hold of the circular thing, and it just snaps and releases their body, and it floats towards the surface.
Okay.
Can I try and pull the body up onto the raft when it does hit the surface? I'm not on the raft still, am I?
No. No, you're still floating,
Still floating around.
just in the water, yeah. Having just experienced your origin story. I'm sure you know what that means. I'm going to let that work. Why not? Unfortunately, the person is long dead already. They're drowned long ago. And so, did you do that? You break the wheel. And the cap, the lid opens up, and as it does, there's an incredible source of like suction as it opens up a drain, and the strawberry dessert fluid begins being sucked down this plug hole, this drainage hole. So you make a desperate grasp for the railings of the spiral staircase. But as you do, as you can see, you roll the computer dice. And you hear friend computer in your coming through in your cerebral cortex.
Oh. Down there. I'm on a browser for some reason. That was good.
Computer, what is browser window?
Computer's malfunctioning.
Right, computer is malfunctioning. Good afternoon, sister. And how are you doing? Excellent. I would just like to take this opportunity to conduct a small personality test.
What?
Compliance is mandatory.
No.
In this test, we will perform word association. It's a simple word association test. I will say a word, and you will respond with the first word that comes to your mind. Bacon.
No.
Interesting. Thank you for your cooperation, sister. Mustard.
No.
Thank you for your cooperation, sister. Citizen. And the light pops off again. And you.
Turn it up. And you can make some kind of check to try and grab hold of the thing, but you can do it with a penalty dice because you've been distracted by the computer. So you can actually enter a penalty dice on the check.
One penalty?
Just the one penalty, I'll not be too cruel. You're probably going to die anyway. So you will require 3 successes.
Okay, so as I'm being sucked upon from the the hole, I violently grasp at the railing with my melee hands.
Hey.
Ooh, lucky bastard!
Hey.
Oh, yes, despite being sucked upon, you managed to... I have the power! You managed to grab all the railings and like you sustain your strength sustains you as the fluid is like drained rapidly away. So above the table that you're on starts circling this whirlpool in the strawberry dessert topping. Oh, what are you gonna do if you're on the table? Where was Kathy? I can't remember where Kathy was. She was in the way.
She's in the drink as well.
Oh yes, you're in drink.
I'm in
You're
the
on
drink.
the table. You're surfboarding on the table on the edge of this whirlpool, and you're in the drink as well. So what are y'all doing?
Trying to swim out yet? Trying to swim towards the table.
We noticed a pole coming down, like there's a little swirling pole, kind of like.
There's a big whirlpool.
Alright, I stick my hand out to Meg and kind of like, here you go, like in case if it.
I swim towards Norman's hand.
Yeah, it's like, I have my stick out, I have my mop. Come on, grab the zoom up.
So the table is circling, is like being drawn into this whirlpool as well. Oh, well. Okay. Was that me?
That was me trying to swim.
Okay, so as you swim towards it, the table is like that's going round the edge of this whirlpool. It just comes straight towards you, and this edge of the table just smacks you straight in the chin, knocking you clean unconscious.
Oh, great.
Oh, it's I got like try to see if I can grab. I'm like,
So what do you want to do? You can grab May, or you can save yourself from being sucked down into this whirlpool. And what is Kathy doing?
Alright,
If I can conveniently grab them and grapple, then I will. However,
You could get some. You could get one person with the grapple gun.
I will grab May, who is not on a table.
Okay.
'Cause I would think maybe the table has a better chance of surviving.
Well, that's what I was asking. Is the table wider than the entrance of the little
Well,
stair?
you're certainly going to find out.
And I'll grapple. kinda
Okay,
upward
so
on the stair.
that will be a guns and something.
What exactly is chutzpah?
Cuts, good question. So there's a description of what it is.
I thought I saw.
It's
I did
chutzpah.
mean-
I think it's like the fawns.
Yeah. It's,
You know, like a
wait,
fawns
It's
bar.
it's like some
Chut-
kind of like it's like they have the guile or
Yeah, kind of like charisma, like
yeah.
your what's the
They
word?
got chutzpah. Like I think it's like a Jewish thing word or something. I believe.
it says in the player's handbook, it says the computer is your friend, but do you know who else is your friend? Any troubleshooter with a high chutzpah score, of course, having a higher chutzpah score than the computer is treason. Befriending a terrorist is criminal. Chutzpah is a measure of your social ability, wit, persuasion, charm, adaptability, bravery, authority, and willingness to do whatever it takes to succeed. You'll use chutzpah when you lie, cheat, steal, hide, sneak, charm, threaten, hustle, persuade, convince, maintain a front, or
Charisma.
command. Yeah, kind of like charisma.
It's the fawns.
Hey.
I don't think that necessarily makes sense for what I'm trying to do. So I'll just
Possibly
do
not.
Maybe
guns
brain.
and mechanics or something.
Well, I don't know. Well, it's like I say, if you can describe it, then you can do it. If you can
I
figure
mean-
out a way to work out how you can use chutzpah with your gun,
No. That work this situation. Maybe if I was trying to pull somebody in for some smooches or something. No. But yeah, no. I think I'll just do mechanics and guns. So I'll be looking
Oh.
around for a good grappling anchor and then grabbing May's limp
Tarzan.
body and
Tarzan.
grappling up.
Okay. Oh, what you're going to sort of grapple and swinging and. Okay. Wow. Yeah. So that's successful. So describe what you do.
I somewhat like fluidly just like grab her by the back of her neck like a dog,
Oh, you got the little back of this.
and I up to
Batman-
one of
Batman
the
style.
stairs, and with my other hand I'm just holding onto her neck, almost not choking her or anything, but just like you know.
Let's go.
She's got no hair I can grab. Her
Yeah.
clothes are all like nasty and slippery, so just the neck.
Okay. Cool. Right, and you swing to safety.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, what is
Norman.
What is Norman doing on his
He's-
surfboard
So,
around
Yeah.
the?
What I'm gonna do is what it is like he's gonna basically gonna board it and slide like he's like if he's like drifting like a surfboard, and what it is he's gonna slide it this way, then he's gonna boing, jump on it, and he's gonna wedge his mop into like some kind of beam or something, and he's gonna hold off on top of it and go like this.
Okay.
Nice.
And what are you going to use to doing that?
Well, let's see. I am.
That
gonna
would
do
be a
in-
perfect chutz for an athletics, I think, but that depends. That might not be any good for you.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna do engineering because it's like I'm actually looking at like kind of just like, all right, so if I use it this, that, like angles and stuff, and using my brain, kind of like like all right, and it's like Spider-Man, like when he's like whip slinging, he's kind of figure out like like the pull like pendulum, kind of like, all right, if I can do this, and he's kind of doing all the months. It's like, "Ugh, let's see if this works.
Okay, give us a roll then.
So that's would it be?
I hope you succeed because it's cool as fuck.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do I think Chutzpah right there. He's just
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
fuck-
yeah.
Hotspur and engineering.
One.
I think you might need another success.
I will use 2 Moxie.
Use 2 Moxie. Okay, go on. Roll 2d6 then.
Roll.
Oh,
Can I use more?
You can keep spending it if you want. As far as I know,
I'll use
I am
one
going to say
more.
that you can.
I'm gonna try one
now.
more.
I might be proven wrong by the rule book, but I can.
No, the rule. I read that in the rules. You can keep going.
Yeah.
Come on, Norman. Let's
You
go.
can keep going.
Yeah, I gotta
Turn
keep
into
going.
like a dribbling wreck.
Come on, Norman.
That's that.
One
That's
more.
4. That's 4 left. Or unless you use
One
some
more.
more.
Yes, come on.
So yeah, so shake, sort of mentally shaken by your efforts, brushed with near death, you managed to well, tell us.
So he's like looking at everything, and he's just stressing out, and it's like looking at the angles and stuff, and he's just, he's just like, please, let this work. And as he's running, he's kind of like, slips. He's like, oh no. Then just by sheer miracle, he just slams it into some kind of pipe and stuff, and he's hanging right there, and I'm like, and he's kind of sweating a little bit. He's like, ooh, yeah. I thought that worked well.
Nice.
And he's kind of like, ooh, okay. Yeah.
Cool.
It seemed like
Okay.
it worked, bro.
Very cool.
So I lost how many?
You
Moxie
used 4 Moxie, I think, there, didn't you?
Yep. So I got 4 left.
5. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no,
5.
5. Yeah, 5 you used. You got 3 left. So yeah.
I'm
So,
still alive though. Oh,
so yeah, so the amount of Moxie you've got left is kind of rough guide on your your mental state as well, So,
Yeah.
so we're just 3 Mox left. We're a bit a bit jittery and.
So it's like a sanity score, kinda.
It is, yeah.
Right.
It is indeed. So, so Solomon, you're kind of to safety, and Solomon can just emerges from the strawberry gunk, pulling himself up on the rails of the staircase, and you all sort of scramble to safety as the strawberry dessert topping slowly drains away. Takes about 2 hours for it's all that's left is just a thick sticky coating on the carpet.
Am I still unconscious?
No, I would say by this time you're conscious again.
Quick question before we move on, because I'm quite concerned for the dead clone that had a key card. By any chance, when they were slipping by, did I make an attempt to grab them because I believed that they were alive? I didn't know that they were dead. I was trying to save their life. And by chance, grabbed the key card as they got sucked into the hole.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Hey,
Why not?
nice.
So
Yes,
yeah,
key card.
so so maybe when you clawing your way, find clawing your way to stop, you just see that he's got the this kind of lanyard wrapped around his wrist with his key card dangling from it.
Nice.
I'm gonna
citizen
immediately
Solomon.
go and find my mop as well.
Oh yes, that's a good question. So, mop. Let's see. Who's still got their mop? I think you can just roll a d6 each to see if your mop is still.
Can I try and find mine as well?
Yeah, d6. Everybody roll a d6 for your mop. You need success, otherwise your mop is gone.
I've got one. Can I spend Moxie on this?
I still have my mop. I'm holding on it. I used it as a weapon. I used it as a thing. I still have my mop right there.
Oh yeah, fair enough. You did. That's it. Yeah, good point.
Can I spend Moxie on this to try
Go
and
on, then.
succeed
You
here?
can spend it on. You
Right,
can spend it
okay.
on any dice roll. I don't know. I say you can. I know.
Right, there's 1 used. 2 used.
That was one.
Oh, Kathy's got them up.
3 used. I've got my
There we
mop.
go. And just need. That's Solomon still got his mop.
I've got 3 Moxie
1
left.
used. 2 used.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there we go. Very good. Okay, so I think everybody's managed to, or at least Solomon's got part of them off anyway.
Yeah. As this is going on, I'm trying to shake down. It's like because our job was to open it and close the back. So I'm gonna see if I can go back, close it, and go just walking down a little bit and shut it and lock it. Like,
Yeah, you can indeed. You can lock it again.
I was
The
sitting
wheel,
there and I'm just like,
the locking wheel off it is missing, but
I'm like, there you go. And I just like slam. I just like just like lay it down on the ground. It's like, just breathing hard.
Is the remnants of that malfunctioning machine anywhere?
Ooh. You can roll 6 side dice and see if it is or not. If you get a success, then it's there. Yeah, kind of wrapped around. Oh,
Hey!
yeah, so it's wrapped around the bottom of the staircase.
I'm gonna take a quick peek at it to see maybe why it malfunctioned.
Okay. That would be. Well, what would it be? What are you going to use for that?
I'm gonna use the mechanics and science.
Mechanics and science.
Weird science.
Okay, that's enough. So yeah, like being a bit brutal and ripping it apart and looking inside. So it seems that due to repeated exposure to red strawberry dessert topping, it's corroded its inner workings, and which has caused it to malfunction. So that would suggest that this isn't the first time this has happened.
Friend computer, I want to point out the reason this bot malfunctioned, so you can take the proper protocol in order to assure that this won't happen again.
Friend computer, I'd also like to point out that we've fixed the problem and we haven't been awarded any XP yet.
System Cafe. Are you suggesting that the computer's protocols are inaccurate?
No, I'm just stating that the enclosure for this bot or system could be refined because it looks like the strawberry dessert jam has corroded some of its inner workings. Simply trying to be helpful.
Your report is noted. Thank you, System Cafe.
Yep.
Can all systems now return to your home sector and report for debriefing? Have a nice day.
Thank you, friend computer. Citizen May will comply. And Citizen May will thank Citizen Kathy for saving her life.
You're welcome.
I kind of like, get down and like, just kind of walk up and just kind of like, just shake off. And I'm like, I'm going to need a shower.
Truly appreciate all the help, Ross.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Thanks, Ross, for everything.
There was a thing about computer making use that restroom to get cleaned up when it was like flooded. Forgot all about that. That would be interesting. Anyway, okay. So debriefing is where you report on how a mission went. So it's usually an opportunity to try and claim credit for stuff, denounce other members of the party as traitors of one kind or another, or at least too suspicious to, or at least to put forward the case that they're too suspicious to receive any experience rewards. Right. Okay. So you make the return journey back to the sector, to the debriefing room, where your debriefing officer is Vernon Y. Height 2, a moon-faced, harried-looking, bald clone. Congratulations on a successful mission, citizens. There are a number of questions to run through to assess how the mission went and your competence or lack of. So, of course, Roz is present here as well because she was part of the mission. So, Vernon says, first question, can you explain the reasons for your appropriation and misuse of Sector Hoi tables, benches, doors, mops, grenades, foodstuffs, or other production items, including logistics and commissary paperwork.
To complete the mission, Vernon, and to help save the compromised safety of the complex.
And the completion of the mission.
And the completion of the mission. Thank you, Norman.
I violently scatter a lot of paperwork at said superior, letting him know that in the computer's protocol that any means necessary was a must for a clone mission that is in danger. Now, I'm not doing this angrily towards him, but I'm frantically moving through the paperwork, like violently pulling out the paper and saying, look, this is subsection B of Delta A QR W9X2.
That would be a bureaucracy check, please.
Yep, we doing that violently.
Nice. A violent bureaucracy check.
Yeah, it's like, you seem like some like like other countries where they're fighting in like Parliament. That's kind of what it is.
Love this game, by the way.
Angrily lick your finger before you start going through the
Kind of like a
Okay. Right, so Officer Vernon, makes a note. Citizens, you are responsible for the destruction of a valuable Skidoo unit maintenance spot. Can you explain your actions? So this is the maintenance spot at
The one that attacked us. The maintenance spot was faulty and was attacking citizens and was compromising the safety of everyone here in the complex.
And it was keeping us from what we had to do.
From completing the mission. Thank you again, Norman.
Okay. Could you identify the source of the red dessert topic?
Yeah, it was the red dessert vats on the floor above.
There's a
2
leak.
floors above the drainage.
And wasn't there like an explosion or like a hole up there too? That's why
Yeah,
it was
there's
raining out.
been some kind of explosion.
We think that's where the explosion was, yeah.
Yeah, because there was an explosion earlier in part of some sector. I don't remember where it was, but it could have been here.
We think that the VAT may be compromised.
Right, again, make a note on this clipboard. Can you explain how you got past the rogue clone known as Infraredbeard, who, for your information, has now been terminated?
Citizen Solomon, using his wits and guile, got us past the rogue citizen, Redbeard.
And it's like he kept like also reporting to computer to their improper use of items and improper being of who they are, misrepresentation of themselves.
And all of this was done without using any violence. It was a non-combat situation.
Okay. So again, makes a note, kind of nods. Did you, at any time, observe any anomalous behaviour in any of your in any of your fellow clones?
We sure did.
We sure did.
As in,
We sure did.
referring to your
Citizen
your-
Roz. Citizen Roz did everything she could to get in the way of the completion of the mission.
That she did.
We even had to speak and pose the opportunity to even use that red corridor because Citizen Ross was not offering that up as a potential solution.
That's right.
Okay. Are there any clones amongst your group who you would like to commend for their helpfulness and loyalty to the computer?
Yes. I would like to commend all three of these fellow citizens. Citizen Cathy for saving my life, Citizen Solomon for evading the pirates, and Citizen Norman for his guidance throughout the whole mission.
Oh, and I would like to also say Citizen May for actually attempting to get to the plug and the best they can in reporting what we had to encounter.
Oh, and I would like to commend myself for capturing the 5-star refugee, the 5-star terrorist.
Okay. Right. What's the group? Are there any clones you'd like to report to the computer as possible enemies of Alpha Contact?
Again, I wouldn't say,
Yes. Yes.
maybe implied.
Citizen Ross.
Have you anything to back that up?
Probably the inaction that we had against the drone unit as we were doing our job. She decided to retreat and just observe why she could help us while we needed to complete our mission. And every moment seems like she was pushing us back, complying against friendly computers' wishes for the mission to be completed.
Okay. And what are your motives for wanting this citizen to be classified as an enemy of Alpha Complex?
Only good motives.
For the safety of the complex.
Indeed.
Yes, it's like we said, we are law-abiding citizens, and we completed our mission.
Right, okay. Where are we? At any point, did any clone try to recruit you into a secret society? Secret societies are illegal and punished with termination.
Citizen Ross did heavily imply something when she was telling me about the happiness pills.
She did heavily imply something, right enough.
Yeah, the special pills that she has, not what friendly computers will give.
Okay. We identified a power surge that has cost the computer a great many lost cycles and kilowatts. Were you responsible for this?
No, it was actually, you could see it that it was falling down and we just maneuvered it where it needs to go. Unfortunately, Citizen Ross did not tell us that it would do that. If she would have warned us that would have caused a power loss, we would have done a lot better job to ensure that didn't happen. Yet she was quiet during the whole time.
Citizen Solon,
Yeah.
can you please explain the shocking condition of that mob?
So when we were fighting with
Vernon, I will confess, that mop was snapped when I used it to apprehend the terrorist. I used it between his legs to trip him up, and it was unfortunate. I did not mean to break them up. Do not let Citizen Solomon take the blame for it. Was I, and it was when I apprehended the what's his name.
Okay, so you're awarded 1 treason star for that.
Already had a treason star for breaking them up. Am I getting it again? That's double jeopardy.
Get it again.
Oh my days.
His transgression.
That's getting 2 stars for the same crime. That's double jeopardy.
Oh, hey, isn't that called a double jeopardy?
Yeah.
Okay. So the debriefing officer goes away and consult with computer and to consult with video and audio records from the many security cameras around Alpha Complex. And while you're sat there, you hear this ping, 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 and looking up, you see above Ross's head, you see traitor stars, treason stars, ping, ping, ping. And then computer comes out on the speakers.
Citizen, please be aware that Citizen Ross is now a wanted traitor and should be terminated on sight. Did you see them?
You see the last, the fifth star appear above her head, and then she obviously sees this on the head-up display. She gets up and runs out the door.
I'm gonna grapple gut her.
Real quick pause. Should I have 3 stars now, Phil? Yeah.
Yes.
I've not got 3 on the display.
Oh, sorry. I do apologize.
You forgot to put a star on it.
Just keeping you right on that. It's okay. Unpause. Kathy grappling guns the bitch.
Oh, I
Yeah,
have a
in the
star
leg,
as
in the
well.
leg.
I have a star.
Oh yeah, star on Solomon.
Oh, yeah. One second. I need to get rid of the wibbly wobbly water effect. 1 star on Solomon. Okay. That's fine.
Get the star. Look, I got invincible stars.
You still got the red on as well.
Oh yeah. Thank you. There we go. It's gone. The strawberry sauce is gone. Yeah. So you're gonna show the grapple. Give us a so that'd be
I'm violently.
violently shooting it.
Ooh, 3 successes. Pretty good.
Do I need
Okay.
any moxie? Did I get her? Is she dead?
Okay, so well, it does 1 damage. So she's got this. What's the damage level? Right now, I believe it's 4. Is it 4 damage levels? Where are we? Wounds, it's fine. Hurt one. So okay, so you maim her with that.
Hey.
Hold up. I would like to use some moxie to kill her.
Okay. Oh, you can spend moxie on.
Oh, nice.
Is it just that one, or I need another one?
You'd need 1 more success to deal to faithfully.
Oh.
Get a coffee.
No, hey, you give us a chance. Somebody might want to help you out with that. I'm like,
Yeah,
Keep
is,
going.
is there any way we can help? Can I use a violence roll to try and kick the bitch?
Oh,
There she goes.
there
There
you go,
goes
there you go,
Glad
there you
Cafe.
Okay, so that's yeah. So how do you kill her with the grappling gun?
I grapple her towards me, so I shoot it at her. It kind of grapples around her neck, and I retract it, and I just
Scorpion style.
yeah,
Scorpion
I just
get over
let
here.
it-
Get over
let
here.
it choke her, and then I'm like, friend computer, terrorist has been terminated.
Oh yeah, and I give
might
Kathy a high
be.
five.
I might be foaming out the mouth or a little shaky at this point, but she's dead. And I'm sorry, was that her? What clone number was she on?
She was on. Let me see. I have to go back to the beginning. I think-
1 probably.
I don't think it's a last. It's not a last. That went to last clone.
Then while she's dying, I'll whisper in her ear, "You better watch."
Oh, so that was. She was on the 2nd clone, so that she'll be on to a 3rd clone.
Maybe wiser this time.
Watch out, bitch.
It's like, get over here, and until your body gets dragged back.
Listen, I helped make that freaking elevator go better, and she reported me for it. So,
And I still have it. I still have that thing. I wonder if
Killing the
AI is
bitches
still
some pretty
in my
nice
pocket.
revenge, I've got to
I
say.
stick my
Like,
hands in my pocket and kind of like, the hell is in my pocket?
Yeah, I
It's
thought
kinda
I thought
like-
about maybe saying something to get some points.
I
but-
like I felt something in my pocket. And I'm like, oh, there.
throw him under the bus for the chip in his pocket as well.
Like, fuck is
You were
Yeah.
so ready to push me out that elevator.
He was. I tried to save you in that elevator. I did not want you to die. He's like, shove, shove.
She died. It's like, she's gonna respond with like, no stars. I'm like, all right, you're good now.
Yeah,
That
but
was
I'm
my
one
thought
more.
process as well. I was like, look, you gotta die.
The fresh
you
start.
might get a reward for doing it.
If
If
You're gonna start,
if
you're
May
no
was
longer
5 stars, I would
there.
help her out. And I'm like, there you go. You're like, yeah.
You know,
All right, so
congratulations, citizens, on a successful mission and for capturing a traitor. And terminating it as well. Well done, Citizen Cafe. I'm happy to announce you all receive 150 experience points for successful completion of the mission and promotion to red level and troubleshooter status.
all right, so that's 150, right?
647 for me.
All right, say
150 experience points.
Red level. And what was that?
And troubleshooter status.
Troubleshooter status. Nice.
Nice.
Now we can use XP to buy things.
And so one couple of last things. So the key card on the lanyard. So it's a key to a storage locker with and it's got the location of the locker stamped onto it. So the sector is sector THA, but checking Alphapedia, no such sector exists. In fact, who would have been checking for this?
Solomon that has it, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that was Solomon who has it.
Okay, Solomon, you receive a traitor star for even asking about it.
That's why I wasn't gonna ask about it.
He's
I accept my star.
Yeah. And the last thing, as you're returning, actually for the first time returning to your dormitory in your home sector, there's an alarm goes off, and a pop-up comes up on your HUD, warning you that what's his name, the dead, is on the loose. And you see, just as you go into your dorm, you see this terrified guy in a black ultraviolet infrared jumper overall logo running off down the corridor.
I'm not bothering the guy. We already killed him once and keep going.
That's the tie-in for
We're on red level.
That's the tie-in for the sequel, isn't it?
You already killed 2 people already. We're good.
Mission complete.
Hey.
Yeah, so I'm looking at everybody drink later on me, I guess. Like on my experience.
Well, that was an incredibly friendly bunch of trouble seekers.